Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Tonight's game is Metaphor, ReFantazio. Ever since we returned to Grand Trad, nobody's commented that we've changed our hair. All they seem to be able to think about is the fact that we turned into a giant black and purple kaiju. I'm starting to think they don't really care about us. Thanks for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we're live! How is everybody doing? I see Oak was here bright and early saying, hey, I say, Erlay. And random Transformers check, Monkey D. Luffy, who is bro. And why can he stretch like that? Cause yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum. That's why. I told you about when I saw that guy at the store talking to his kid, and the kid's like, look, it's Luffy. And he's like, no, it says here his name is Monkey D. Luffy. So I can't see that name. It's ruined me. Now, the one out-of-touch dad there. Oak says, wee! Queen Katie says, howdy. How you guys doing, Oak? Queen Katie. I'm going to be so happy when my post-nasal drip from all these illnesses is gone and I can just talk unabated. But how are you guys? I think it's just us. It's just the three of us. How are you doing? How is your week going? I'm excited to play the game. I know that this game isn't as goofy as Ace Attorney Investigations has been, but I feel like both games in their own way are getting like really exciting with where they're at, and I'm eager to see what happens. So as a recap for where we left off last time, well, I guess I might as well load up the game for that. Oh my gosh, gotta clear my throat. So where we left off, we returned to Grand Trad again after we got caught an extra hour of cutscene heck, which, by the way, a last minute guess that I had that maybe Luis, because Grude was talking about how, oh, he's from here, he's from the Sanctum, and it's like, well, wait, does that mean he's really an Elda? That he's just pretending to be Clamar, and apparently he was! And so we're here now. I was gonna try and wander around wait, what's going on over here? These guys, are these guys haranguing some paripusses? Can they stab me? Can I get in the way? Will he stab me? Oh, he's stabbing me! Just because I put myself in front of his pointy stick. But yeah, so we should go around, we should talk to everybody. I should also really quickly go in and talk to more, because I don't quite understand how this whole prince thing works. I've got this new prince archetype, and I think the game just said that I can change between it, but he's equipped as normal. So let's pop in there just real quick. I also want to check the book and see if there's anything new. Remember the scroll that's in there that we're supposed to check periodically that has like my name in it. I don't think we've checked it in a long time. So we're gonna check it out. That'll give time for people to filter in. So you've a new archetype, have you? I expected nothing less. Please do not hesitate to inform me when you wish to study it. See, it's even grown green, glowing green. But first we gotta pet the cat. It's important.
That's a good kitty.
He seems to be in a good mood. I think he likes you. All right, so yes, what's going on with the mystical scrolls now? We should have found out a whole lot of stuff. Anyway, I should also read some more comments in the chat. Oak says, I have family visiting for the next week. They're supposed to arrive sometime soon, like soon as in tonight? Are they gonna get here and then you're gonna have to like run away and abandon us for family members? There's only the three of us, Oak. There's you, me, and Queen Katie. Oh no. I don't want... A magic formula apparently written by the king. It's entitled The Royal Magic, but it's written in a language from the old world and I can't read it. A mysterious name is written at the end. The True Seeker, Logan.
That reminds me.
Oh, you figured out what the parts
Figured out that the parts we can't read are written in old world language, right? Were you able to find out anything else?
The truth of the matter.
Somewhat, yes. However, it raises more questions than it provides answers.
What do you mean?
It's all names. The parts written in the old language aren't part of the spell at all. It's a list of countless names.
Not quite.
Then again, perhaps that's the type of spell it is to begin with. So names, are they the names of archetypes, of like old world heroes, of everybody at the Mage Academy?
Really? Kind of creepy if you ask me. Whose names are they anyway? I can't make heads or tails of all this Seeker and Royal Magic business.
Perhaps the royal magic isn't the kind of spell we've assumed it is. The floating palace, the way the spell reads the hearts of the people and protects candidates from assassination. Oh, so maybe it's the names of everybody in the tournament? Perhaps there are deeper truths beyond the magic's individual aspects. The former king's greatest wish was to guide the kingdom to reform. I assume that what's written there is the crux of his endeavors to that end.
Right.
I'm not confident in my ability to decipher any further meaning from it. When or if you recall anything, I would appreciate it if you'd examine the scroll for me again. Because you can't do that. You can't stand it from your chair. You can't get up. Well, I guess he's blocked in by a map and a globe. Anyway, let's get out of here. Gallica, come to me. Pew! No, come to me, Gallica. There we go. Stop stopping along the way. Oh, you're so slow. You're so slow. I don't think she likes my new hair color. I think it makes me look too old. It looks like I've grayed prematurely. See, Oak says, I'm not super excited because they were saying for a long time, and also one of them is a neo-Nazi who also married his first cousin? There's a couple of red flags there. I guess it'll make for a colorful time nonetheless. It says, add quotes, Og, he's stabbing me just because I walked in front of his pointy stick. I don't think that's an excuse for stabbage. Anxious guardsman. It's absurd. What can I even do? One guard can't hold back a riot. Right, your highness, prince? That is what you are, aren't you? Then you're responsible for this too. It's not me that should be up in those blasted gallows. You should be putting this country back to its right senses. You hear me?
So irreverent.
Yeah, because I guess it's not here. This isn't enough for a riot. There was by our gauntlet runner. Bloodthirsty man. Quick, Katie. Your little bat friend here is bloodthirsty. Bloodthirsty man. Now is the age of power. It is time for the righteous to serve up a reckoning. This dead man is only the beginning. Those accursed nobles hoarding the money that's rightfully ours. Their very existence is a sin. Drag every last one of them out here, I say. Yeah, kill all the nobles. The guy in the crowd wasn't as excited. Can I go up and can I look at the dead man?
It's too late to help these victims.
Okay, let's talk to the spitting man. Spitting man. Is he spitting because like Hawk and a Loogie, or is he spitting like Daffy Duckles or Duck or Sylvester from Looney Tunes? I assume the latter. Nothing left to say, poxy swine. This is what you get for selling out your own tribe folk.
Bro giving the hotwa.
The way TTS Girl says Haktua makes it sound like a French cuisine, the Haktua. How you doing, Wendy? Did you get to see who was the final autograph person you wanted to go see? How are you enjoying the convention? Look, I saw the pictures you posted Discord. I'm all excited. Oh, and I see over on YouTube we got Wonder is back saying good afternoon. Welcome, Wonder. I wonder if you might be in an earlier time zone, if it's afternoon for you, but how are you doing? Have you played Metaphor before? But Wendy, thank you so much for the 10 bits. I hope you're enjoying the convention. I'm so excited that you get to be there for it. How was the flight? How's the travel and everything? Okay, anybody else to talk to? I think we're on our way back to the Hushed Honeybee. Luis's posters. Join the powerful Luis, champion of a new world order.
Think we'll let you run this country into the ground? Well, think again. I know, I'm shouting at a poster. There's no way this guy is gonna take the throne. It's gonna be you, Mantis.
It's because Gallica wants to be my queen. Astounded peasant. Even with the city in such a state, this man refuses to budge. I feel like I've...
What we're yelling about! Loud noises!
Thank you for the 15 bits, Oak. Oh, are you using all the bit redeems now that you know where they're all from? Thank you for the loud noises. I should check the chat then. I gotta check the chat. I feel like I haven't been that far away. We're only 10 minutes in. It's been, we're off to a sleepy start. Not that many people here. So I'll read some more of the chat, though. Thank you very much for the 15 bits. Oak says, yes, tonight I probably won't have to abandon you, don't worry. Okay, good. At most, I'll just go say hi and come back. They're coming from Texas, and their plane arrived a few hours ago, so they should be on their way. Well, I mean, despite the red flags, I hope they had a safe flight. Oh, Gallop, re-up in the
My
sub.
mom is back home. It was close 2 weeks.
Oh, it was like a close 2 weeks? Is she doing better? I mean, I remember you were like telling her about the health problems that she was having. So she's back home. So that's good, right? That she's recovering and better. Thank you so much for re-upping the sub, Gallop, and I hope that your mom is doing well and that she makes a full and complete and speedy recovery. And thank you, 30 months. You're halfway to your 4th subscription, baby.
I am bad at video games.
Oh, yep, Oak is using all the sound alerts. That's our good buddy Z Diggity, admitting that he's bad at video games. But thank you very much for the 15 bits. You're branching out into new redeems. Okay, but I was reading some more in the chat. Weedle says, hello there, Puppy Kicker. Sorry, my phone died last stream. It's all good. I felt bad for you when it happened, and then it happened to somebody else. Who else did it happen to? Somebody else was complaining that their phone was dying out as well. But Weedle, how are you doing? Oak says, yeah, also, I'm Jewish, so I'm not super excited about my neo-Nazi incest uncle living with me for a week. I mean, that sounds like the setup for a sitcom, maybe. You know? The Jewish kid and the neo-Nazi uncle, oh, they don't get along, but they have to live under the same.
Screams.
And that was my voice. That was my voice from a movie that I'm not going to mention the name of anymore because Beowulf says I dox myself too much. But I hope it goes well as it can. Oak, there's Wendy saying, hi, friends, messaging from the hotel. How's the Wi-Fi there? I feel like hotel Wi-Fi is one of the most unpredictable, inconsistent things. I hope you're able to stick around for a little bit. It's good seeing you here, Wendy. Weedle says, was it fun? Oak says to Wendy, fear not, Wendy, you are the coolest person at that convention. Yeah. Even cooler than all the voice actors. Over on YouTube, Wonder says, I know this game is made by my creators, but no. Also, it's 9:50.
Carrot cake.
I hope I have a cooldown on these things. But thank you very much for the 15 bits. I appreciate that. That one, yeah, that's from an Oni Plays cartoon. Oni Cartoons. Says it's also 9:54 p.m. Okay, so you're further east than I am. So it's just a late afternoon for you. But yeah, just fair warning, Wonder, we are late game in this. We have maybe, because it's structured very similar to Persona, where it's a lot of time management. Like, you'll get a dungeon you need to complete and you'll have like a month to do it, and you'll hang out with people. They call them follower bonds in this instead of social links. And we have maybe one more dungeon, possibly 2 at the most. So we are like late game. They've done like a lot of storyline twists. So if you're planning on playing this, I'll totally understand if you need to like step away or mute the stream or something like that to avoid spoilers, but it's good to have you here. I highly recommend the game. If you like Persona, it's great. Even with the city in such a state, this man refuses to budge. I feel like I've seen more and more like him too. Man sitting, oh, there's a guy on the ground. I thought he was talking about Luis on the posters. Erg. Wow! Thank you for the Tomcat Weedle. I will check the chat in a minute. I need to find out about not budging man first. But then I'll check the chat. We're having a lot of sound alerts. What a mess. To be honest, I half understand it. And there's the Simpsons clip. Hans Moleman from A Burns for All Seasons. Is this the first time you've heard these, Oak? What a mess. To be honest, I half understand how he feels. The town's a complete chaos. Sometimes even I just want to give up on everything. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice this dude was sitting. I thought, oh, why? I just thought this dude was like a bag of trash. Is there like
You have to explain a joke. There is no joke.
Thank you for the redeems. Is there a bot in the chat? Is that what I need to check? Let me read some more chat. Because apparently chat is like freaking out in my ear brains, my eardrums, ear holes. Let's see. Oak says, I'm about to spam a lot of sound alerts for research purposes. Oh, that's what it is. When he says, the last person I met today was Greg Abbey. I feel like I've heard that name. I'm sure you'll tell me who he is. Says, voice of Yusei from 5DS and Tristan from the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel bad then. Because that's got to have been a good job. He's part of a great show. He did a great job, but Tristan is just such a useless character. And I didn't even buy print. We just talked, but he was so sweet. That's awesome. I love it when you can go to like smaller conventions and they'll have voice actor guests and they don't have really long lines, so you can just like hang out and chat for a while. Those are really fun. That's what I did when I met Erin Fitzgerald recently. She was super nice when he said, Merrick's VA was such a sweetheart, bro. He talked to me for like 5 minutes. Ah, it's awesome. It sounds like you're having fun. I'm so happy for you, Wendy. Queen Kitty says, sorta lurking. I'm playing around with a new ping tuber program. I'm making eyes move. What's the program, if you don't mind me asking, Queen Katie? And thank you for the semi-lurk. When he said, oh, I don't know, Dan Green walked past me today and bro's hair was flowing, so I think his aura is pretty unmatched. Does he have the actual, like, Yu-Gi-Moto hair? The Yu-Gi-Oh hair going on? I think that'd be impressive. Oh, and Gal redeemed Clip Roulette. Okay. Let's do this real quick and hope it's not a spoilery clip. I'll go ahead and have my trigger finger ready to kill it if it is. Let's give it a shot and see what clip shows up in our clip roulette for Gallop. And thank you again, Gallop, for re-upping the sub. I do really appreciate that. Oh, it's Omori. Maybe while this piano music is going on, I can enjoy a nice, refreshing blueberry muffin Kit Kat. Oh, it's done with. Darn it! I was so excited for that blueberry muffin Kit Kat. They made those and sold those at Walmart for a while, and they were so good, but they were like seasonal. I think it was like the 4th of July thing like 2 years ago. I found online like somewhere that you can buy like a box of them, but because they were seasonal, I have a sinking feeling they're all like expired and they're not supposed to be selling them. But thank you very much, Gallop, for the clip roulette. I should play some actual game now. Despairing peasant. Every bloke on the block's gone crazy. Is this Luis's fault or is it yours? No, it doesn't matter. People are fighting each other on their own. Total rubbish, the lot of them. Fighting? In a city that's poor enough as it is? Stealing from each other? What's the point? This guy gets it. He understands. Are there other places we can go? Can we wander this? Can we give the bread that we bake to the one person we're supposed to bake bread for?
Using the street right now might cause another scene. Let's head to the honeybee. Darn it!
I mean, I'd be mad if it was anybody else telling me that. Because it's you, Gallica, I will accept your advice. Was there anybody down here? I see people making a fuss.
Oh, this isn't the time for detours. We've got to get to the honeybee first.
Okay, Gallica. This is how you know that my love for her is true, because, like, I am tolerating her being a total buzzkill right now. Okay, maybe if we can do a detour down this alley. Ha! Yeah, Gallica can't stop me going this way. Oh, I can go to the magic shop? And I think this just loops around to the same place we were in before. Go to heck, vile human prince! That wasn't even Gallica this time.
Man, Luis has got everyone riled up, but that's fine, right? What's important is we don't break over this.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't forgive that guy. Forgive Gallica, but that guy is just a jerk. Huh?
It's true love. You are tolerating her even though she's acting like Morgana.
Exactly! And Morgana, he got away with it because he was an adorable little kitty cat. Gallica gets away with it because she's she's sitting on my shoulder. Every time she does that, it melts my heart. I love you, Gallica. Mwah. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. Okay, and for not... Oh, crap, no, there was a boo. Did I talk over it? I was going to say, and for not being scary. Sorry for talking over it. It was so retroactively scary. We've cleared everyone out. Let us hurry inside. Okay, so we're probably going to have another, like, hour of cutscenes. I like that they gave me control of the character, but don't like that they didn't let me actually do anything. I mean, I guess I went to academia. So that was good. Oh, I should also really quickly here, before I forget, just for funsies, I should unlock these two new archetypes, the Elemental Master and the Warlock. So let's do that just before we just in case it like dumps us into a fight. Not that I'd be able to switch to them. But anyway, I want to study these. Yes, the Elemental Master. This is the archetype you sensed from Gallica's way of life. Its heroic embodiment is that of the elite scholar, a sorcerer who binds the most powerful magics to their control to unveil the secrets of the elements themselves. 16,500 mag is required to tell. Yes, I got plenty of that crap.
I'm counting on you.
That is the power I seek.
Of course.
Because I'm a seeker. I seek power. Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an elite mage. Also, it is hot in here. Did I forget to turn on the air conditioning? I'm worried. Let's see. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength exalted. Which makes more, that has like more meaning now that we learned that like anxiety is the source of magic in this world apparently. If thou art prepared to pursue knowledge that surpasses the natural logic of the world, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the mage.
Really?
So this is the power of the elemental master's soul. The magic in me feels as though it is overflowing. I shall continue to brave the path forward for all those who suffer in this land.
Elemental Master Archetype awakened! Well, I see the number of archetypes you studied has grown. I am very pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely, thanks to you. It's not much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. See, the reason why we're doing this is because we got all these hero leaves and loaves and of light,
Getting stronger.
and I gotta use them up because we might be at 99 of them, and so I gotta dump them into a character. Hang on! Yeah, crap, we're 99! I probably should reload and do them, but I'm not going right now. But I'm gonna use them on Elemental Master and just like get a few levels up since this.
Found new power.
Ah, yeah, found new power. That's so great. Okay, some more. Yeah, just let's just dump it all in there. Oh, good. Yeah, new power, still getting stronger. Oh yeah, just eating my loaves. There we are. We got rid of 10 of them.
Smash it all.
And then, so now we can head in. I'll unlock other stuff later, but that way we don't have to worry about hitting 99 again.
Let's go to the hushed honeybee. We'll be able to calm down and talk things out there. Eh?
What he says, flight wasn't too bad. A long day of travel. I didn't get to the hotel until 2:30 a.m. But yeah, I got a cool Sanji keychain. And oh, hang on. Tiff isn't here yet, right? That was a really cute you, Marie and Fabienne. Got a cool Sanji keychain and a Yu-Gi-Oh! Mystery bag keychain, and then talk to people. Well, at least when he got at 2:30 a.m. was check-in quick. I remember one time I had to fly into, it was just Las Vegas. I can't believe they had me fly instead of drive for a job that I was doing down there one time. And they put me up at a hotel and everything. It was great, but I got there at like 1 or 2 in the morning. And I thought, oh, checking the hotel is gonna be great. The line was so long. It took like an hour standing in line. Probably because it's Las Vegas or something like that. When he continues saying, I was terrified walking up to Joey's VA. I was kind of starstruck, not gonna lie. I was a nervous mess and went blank when bro looked at me in the eyes. I would like to think that they're all nice though, that they know that fans can be nervous and things. I hope that it went well. And because like you had gotten that cameo from him before as well, right? Anyway, let's play some game. Everyone!
I'm glad you made it back in one piece.
One Piece. It's
Since you
Sanji.
left, Luisa's following has only grown.
Sanji. Oh, by the way, speaking of One Piece, I meant to ask like a week ago when they did you guys see they finally showed what Tony Chopper's gonna look like in the next season of live action One Piece? I'm curious your thoughts. It's about what I expected. Obviously, it was gonna be a CGI character, but I'm like, I wanted them to go full Muppet. I really wanted him to just be a practical effects Muppet. Is it so wrong of me that I just wanted a Muppet? A Muppet. I mean, the downside is then they'd have to have like different times for all of his different modes and everything, but I just wanted a Muppet. Oh, she notices my hair.
Changed. You're still the same person, aren't you?
No, I absorbed my twin. I ate him. I gobbled him up. That's right. I've eaten a person. I will eat again. I'll eat you. You're bite-sized. I will eat you, Maria. I'm glad that somebody finally noticed at least that our hair is different.
'Tis quite a story, but it deserves explaining. I only hope you can believe us.
Nod my head. Also, I like that Batlin came along with us. What?
All right, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I had thought all this business with declaring yourself the prince was a well-meaning bluff.
I'm just that good at bluffing. It became true.
But under the deception, you were, in fact, the actual prince.
About right, yep. Nod my head.
Still, I mean, how do you get the whole country to believe your story? Is that even possible?
Easy. I point out to them that my hair color has changed. It's the only possible explanation.
Frankly, I doubt it. We've just seen firsthand how far we'll get trying to talk the people down.
Then what will you do if this goes on?
Violence? I feel like that served us pretty well in this game so far.
But you're still you, yes?
A little bit. Oh,
You
she.
came to help everyone, just like you helped me before.
So is she worried that we're
Right?
like no longer her friend if we've changed? That's right. I'll figure something out. No, that's right. I'm gonna help everyone.
Yes, that's right. It'll all turn out fine.
Yes, let me read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Oak says, there's a 15-second cooldown. I apologize for the spam. I'm just trying to get an idea of all the sounds. Well, I probably should have given you more, like, detailed descriptions then in the Discord, but thank you again for all the bits that you spent on all of those. And yeah, I had to lock those behind bits, because those were our original sound redeems. But then we had a community member who's every now and then will pop in, who used to always announce himself by playing every single redeem back to back. And so I'm like, I need to make it more difficult in order to be able to do that. When he says, but he was a sweetie, and I'm going to try to get a pic with him on day 2. Please do. See if he can do the, do you think he can do like anything close resembling to the Joey face? You know, when he's like, I don't know, how does he do it? It's like, I can't even do, my face can't do the really sharp smile that Joey does. You know the one I'm talking about, right? Widow says, you do talk to yourself a lot. I found out a good bit about you. I'm pretty easy to figure out. I leave big footprints online. Oak says, I'm sorry, bro. I will not do this again after I redeem them all. Let's see. And Wendy says, Oak is paying your rent real quick with all these biddies. Indeed. Thank goodness my rent is only about 75 cents, apparently. Oak says, I apologize. I'm legit just doing this to get a recording of all of them in one place. I could like send you the sound files. Oak, there are probably easier ways to do that. Said, I've heard them all before, but I want to have all of them in one stream so I can add information. Weedle says, I find it funny how Logan is looking up as if the sound is coming from above him. I think that's just a natural inclination. I don't know. I hear it in it's like where, I'm sorry. Should I stop doing that? I didn't it's just my instinct. Oak says, but that's all of them, so I won't spam anymore. I apologize. It's all good. Let's play some of the game now.
Good.
Yes, he's glad we're gonna actually play the game.
I see. So, even if no one believes you, you're still determined to settle the score with Luis head on?
Yeah, I mean, even if I lose the election, at least I get to kill a man.
Even so, the gulf between us is wider than ever. The people have all but named him their champion.
Oh, in the election.
With so little time,
I thought she meant like the strength.
Appeal to the public may fall on deaf ears.
Hard luck for the honest knight. Not much room left for civil debate now that Luis is openly advocating killing his opposition.
Then we should do the same.
Well, that ship sailed when the king's magic faded.
We should steal that policy position that he has about killing the opposition, and then just kill him. And then people are upset. It's like, well, that's what you liked about Luis. We're following his example. We agreed on that.
Yes, but if I asked you to send me the audio files, then you would miss out on $1.10.
Okay, that's a good call. Wow, that's not scary. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. And that's true. I always feel bad when people spend money. I always appreciate it, but I always feel a little bit bad. But but except like if you're getting a recording, you're getting that with like the background sound of like the game and everything. But I hope it still works for what you need for it. Oh, and Crystal just popped over to YouTube, putting the link to the wiki in YouTube. Oh my gosh, I still can't believe that exists. That is blowing my mind. Should I bug you with like more information and like flesh out details on things like that? Give you bits of trivia that you don't know about? Like the names of the Valentine's characters. One of them has like a reference to something that I don't think I've talked about on stream before, and just let you know hidden super secret trivia. But how you doing, Crystal? Is your trip going well? Is that floor still wet? All right, so what was he saying here? Yeah, okay. This is Battling talking about the king's magic faded, so now we can kill each other.
Anyway, if there is a key to turning the tide, first place I'd look is the castle in the sky.
I mean, that's good, but my favorite is Howl's Moving Castle. I mean, all the Studio Ghibli movies are good, I guess.
You saw how violent and volatile the city folk are now, but I don't think it's as simple as fearing Luis. I've been keeping an eye on the royal capital while you were off on your jaunt through the woods. Frankly, the change in public sentiment was too sudden. Unnatural.
Well, it's that melancholia stuff, right? I mean, we learned last time about the interplay between anxiety and Magla and what that does to people, and the Magla's all red here now.
Oh, I already know about the names of the Valentine's characters. They all have pages of their own. I've searched through every mention of every Valentine's character in the Discord to write these limau.
Oh, so here, So here's a quiz. Like Woodrow, do you know why I chose the first name Woodrow? I should probably just check in the wiki for that rather than talk to you on stream. But thank you very much for your diligence in all of this. I actually probably should like sit back and not take too much control. It's probably self-indulgent if I'm like, here's the trivia about me, and like start. I don't know why I'm doing writing like this. It's writing like this or like this. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. Okay, so what was he saying? Oh yeah, the change was too sudden. Like I said, there's either a spell or it's just a flood of magla. The magla's red, the sky is red. It's affecting people's fears and their anxieties. And I should read a couple more comments in the chat. Queen Katie says it's called Ping Tube Remix. It does more than just normal ping tubers. You can make parts move with your mouse, like the eyes will follow it. So it sounds kind of like similar. Correct me if I'm wrong, Queen Katie. It sounds similar to like Live 2D, but instead of doing face tracking, it's like mouse tracking. That could be kind of cool, because then you can like have complete manual control over things. That's pretty neat. When he says Dan Green has like the wizard look going on, he has super long hair and he wears a hat, and bro is just oozing with aura. I always think it's so weird whenever I see like voice actors for the first time, because like 95% of the time they look nothing like you expect. But then there's that sliver of the time where it's like, no, that is exactly who that voice actor is, what that voice actor should look like. Weedle says to Queen Katie, oh, I'm doing stuff with a Ping Tuber program too. I'm being lazy though. And Queen Katie said, yeah, I just now downloaded it before Logan went live, so I'm just checking it out. Lol. Is it like a free program? Is it on Steam? Or is it like on itch.io? Oak says, I've spent way too much time researching lore for the wiki. It is detailed. The Mantis page alone blows my mind. Let me have a sip of water and we will get back into the game. Oh, and over on YouTube, Crystal says, Logan trivia for today. He loves puns because they're very ... punny. Thank you very much, Crystal. I appreciate the punny pun. Okay, now we're gonna play some more of the game. We'll get back into it. If there's any lurkers, I don't know if there are right now. If you are, I appreciate you putting up with me yapping. We'll get back to the game now.
It's as if they've been collectively drained of their sanity, and if I had to guess what's causing it...
The red magla?
You're implying it's Luis's doing? All the eeriness in the sky. Is that because...
Don't know, but the change in the citizens is certainly odd. If something really is forcing it, that means we might still have a chance to fix it.
By killing Luis? What Luis is doing in the royal palace, whether or not he truly desires a world overrun by humans, we won't know his mind until we confront him. What do you want to bet we'll get there and it'll turn out that no, that's not really the world he wants, but like his actions will inevitably cause it anyway because he's being a dingus.
On the other hand, it may well be bait for a trap.
There must be something up there. We have no other choice. I'll just say there must be something up there.
There's gotta be something up there.
Then it's settled. Head to the royal palace and put a stop to whatever Luis is cooking up. With that Skyrunner, you're the only ones who can. And we'll fight in the ways we can too. We'll make sure the whole kingdom hears that the real prince is back. After all the strife he's been through.
You see, they're gonna fight the ways that they can. He, as the town crier, will fight by like telling everybody, by spreading word, he's the real prince. He'll do stuff like we saw him doing the gambling thing. She will fight by doing it on a smaller scale, by paying attention to gossip in here, spreading the word, occasionally poisoning her food to murder people who are supporters of Luis. And Maria will fight with stabbing people.
Indeed. If you can make things better, you might just inspire everyone to remember their own hopes and dreams. Maria's been terribly patient, waiting for you and believing in you. It'd be nice to see her smile again.
We just hung out with her like a few days ago. Gosh, that girl is needy. Just because she's an orphan.
Right.
If Luis is behind all these disturbances, then stopping him will only help us in the approval ratings. If we can restore civility and rational thought, it'll pave the way to defeating Luis. We must press on with faith in that.
I'll always believe in you. We'll all do our best, so you can be a good king.
What?
Indeed. If we win, I suppose you really will be king.
And you all will be my royal concubines. I'm not gonna do anything like sexual with y'all. I'm married and faithful to Gallica. But I just don't want any of you to have romantic relationships with anyone else. I'm just locking in your one-sided monogamy.
We're counting on you, O King.
You as well, Badlin.
'Tis too late today for a grand charge, I fear. Let us take a night's rest, and on the morrow, we make for the castle.
Hulkenberg is always such a procrastinator. We like head out there in the middle of the night. Luis isn't gonna expect it. He'll be asleep. He'll be tuckered out in his little bed. We'll stab him like he stabbed the king in his bed. Okay, let's save, let's talk to everybody, and then apparently we'll just continue on from there. Queen Katie said, I posted a test I randomly made in the spoiler chat. I think it's a pretty neat program. I can make something cool, and it works while I stream. It might be epic. Oak says the new One Piece chapter is unfathomably peak. I feel like that's kind of what you say about all the chapters, though, isn't it? Wait, there's another fairy. What was this other fairy? A curious fairy. Did you follow us back from the Elda tribe's cave? I don't really want to be around the people outside because they're so weird lately. The people in here feel nice and warm, though. I wonder why. It's like there's this optimism in here, but only here. It only exists in this one place, like it's Prime. Yes, this Optimism Prime. Oh, I love Optimism Prime. I hope he turns into a truck. And it's gotten stronger since you came in, actually. I can feel people's hearts unwinding. Pretty amazing. What kind of magic is that? I wish the people outside were like this. Get out of here, fairy! Fabienne said she cleared this place. And just like that, they were gone. Good! Good, Fabienne, you didn't do your job right. Found a fairy. That was about the mice. Oh, wait, oh, look at that! There's so many more mice, I think. I think there were only like a couple there when we first got here. And is that a bigger pile of cheese on the trap? Fabienne's groceries for the inn are all lined up. I don't want to get in her way, so I'll leave them alone. I hope that, like, if we come back at the end of the game, it won't be, like, a pile of dead rats on that trap and no eyes in the hole. That'd be sad. Fabienne?
You.
Wahabaha? Pharaoh!
Did you just say Optimism Prime? Anyway, do you really think Louis wouldn't be paranoid of someone killing him the same way he did the king? He strikes me as a really paranoid person. He probably doesn't sleep normally.
Okay, so we got some options then. And thank you for the 10 bits, Vero. And yes, I did say Optimism Prime. So here's the question. How do we think Luis sleeps in order to sate his paranoia? Do you think, A, he has someone else sleep in his place, like he has Zorba put on a wig and lay there asleep, and then Luis, like, hides away in a corner and snoozes somewhere else, so Zorba will, like, draw the stabbing? Or do you think that he, what else could he do? Sleeps in a weird way? Like from the 1989 Batman movie where, like, Bruce Wayne, like, sleeps upside down like a bat. He just, like, sleeps, and it's, like, very easily disturbable. Like, you'll come in and you're like, this is weird. Okay, how do I stab this guy? And then the commotion will wake him up. He's like, I caught ya. You were gonna do a stabbing. Or do you think that he leaves, like, booby traps? Like, little string going across the door that when you enter, you trip the string, and then, like, paint cans like fling down from the ceiling and hit you in the head, and then you walk across and you slip on Hot Wheels cars, and there's like nails sticking up in the steps. I think any of those would work really well. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Vero. How are you doing? Is your stomach doing better? I hope it's doing better. I mean, you're here a lot earlier than you were last time, so I hope that means it's doing better. Let's see. Queen Katie said, yeah. Oh, I already read that. Oak says, one of the best in the arc so far. Everything before the chapter felt kind of unclear, but I had faith in Oda's vision. With the context of this chapter, I can see his vision clearly. I am so excited. Oak, so excited, and you just can't hide it. Queen Katie said, question, have we maxed Gallic out? My brain forgot. We did last stream. Last stream, we finally maxed her out. We finally got level 8 with her, as we were tucked away in our little, the bunk bed thing in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm sure there's like a name for that. It's like I assume you have that in like submarines or military vessels or maybe space shuttles. It's like a little tube that you sleep in. But yes, we maxed her out last time. So what was she saying? Who would have believed you were His Highness the actual prince? I apologize for the less than royal accommodations, but try to have a good rest regardless. What about you, Juna? Your hair is eating me again. No matter what I say, the people of Grand Trad are going to look down on you. Well, that's because I'm short in this game. It's times like these where your actions will speak louder than words. When they see you stand up to Luis, it'll be plain who's in the right. Or they might, like, sympathize with him if it looks like I'm bullying him. Can I just look at the stew? Okay, we'll talk to Maria.
Oh, it's Mister.
Oh, it's Mister. No matter what happens, you're still you to me, Mister. I'm gonna keep cheering you on forever, or until one of us dies. Which may be sooner than you think.
What about you, Stroll? Leon?
There's something foul in the air in Grand Trad. Grand Trad. Everyone seems so anxious. Those who oppose us do so with fervor, but there are also those who believe in us. We must press on. Good talk, bro. Good talk. Batlin! Everyone is filled with so much anxiety. Now they don't know what to do. Public sentiment is very volatile at times like this. There is still a way to win. What about you, Yufa?
It's so different from when you were last in Grand Trad. Everyone's staring at you with such disdain in their eyes. We must remember, you've still got people on your side, Mantis. Let's just do what we can. Wait, where are Basilio and Heisme? Oh, and Hulkenberg.
Your Highness.
And so His Highness returns to the royal capital in triumph and glory. In truth, I'd have liked to welcome him back with a grand feast. Bugs, probably. Ah, well, the day shall come when the people too celebrate you in grand fashion. My spear is ever ready to ensure that day comes. Can I break into Maria's room and steal her stuff? It's Maria's room. I shouldn't go in without permission. What about... Wasn't there another room here? Wasn't Grius' room over here somewhere? Guest room. It's the room Hulkenberg and the others are using. Do I get my own room, or when it says the others, is it just girls' room? But Gallica gets to sleep on our bed. That's because we're married. Friends we may be, yet I would hope you'd seek permission before entering one's private quarters. Oh. All right, so Basilio and Heisme got to be in here. Let me read a few more comments to the chat. Ah, there they are. Let's see. Oak said to Queen Kate, let's see. Oak says, is it hot in here? Or is that just LoganRobo? No, it's hot in here. I don't know what it's like to be hot. I'd love to be hot, but I'm not hot. Oak said to Queen Katie, yeah, I think so. They had a romantic moment and then shook hands instead of kissing or anything. PDA, but it's shaking hands. Queen Katie says, low for light. Oak said, my partner just sent a picture of a glowing toilet, but not like CGI or anything. So just like glow in the dark type of a toilet. Queen Katie said, okay, done playing with Ping Tuber Remix. Welcome back, Queen Katie. Oak said, it's a photo of their toilet, but it's glowing as if it's some holy object. Did your partner smear like Vaseline on the lens or something like that? Queen Katie says, hi, Ismay with heart. Oh, perfect timing, because we just found him. Queen Katie said, he is in the corner. I love him. Oak said, he's hiding behind Stroll. Queen Katie said, staring at Stroll's butt. Oak says, me too, Heisme, for real. And then Oak says, Stroll is his dad, and Heisme is scared being in public, so he's hiding behind him. So does that mean that Stroll is the granddad of the bones in the jar? Is that how it works? First you were Louise's subordinate, then a false prince, and now you have awakened as his true highness. None have walked so strange a path as you, and after all of this, you still mean to be king. That was interesting. Can I look out the window? View from window. I can hear how active the city is beyond the closed shutters. I wish I could plug my ears. What about you? You guys got big ears. Why are you up by this?
Come on.
Some turnaround, eh? Last time we were here, people were falling all over themselves to welcome you. Now the only thing I see in their eyes is fear. Darn it, people. Even if Mantis turned into a monster, Luis is the one making them. That's a fair bit scary if you ask me. All right, we're ready for bed. Betty, bye. Gonna take a little nappy with our fairy. Bed! This bed is bigger and softer than the bunks in the Gauntlet Runner. Maybe it's time to call it a night. I'll save one more time before we do, because it feels like we're either gonna launch into long cutscenes or just dump right into, okay, just follower bonds. So hopefully we'll be able to do that, because we still have so many we need to max out. I feel like in the Persona games, we'd be a lot closer, because we've got Gallica, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Heisme, Juna maxed out. Yufa got 2 levels, Basilio got 3, Nuris got 3. I think we still have at least 1 or 2 relics with him already. Oh, I thought Maria was maxed out. We got 1, 2, we got 2, we got 1, we got 1, and he's maxed. Moore's maxed also. I mean, at least we're close-ish with most of them. I think Basilio and Nuris are the 2 farthest behind. All right, go to bed now. Call it a night, rest. When he says One Piece, rest well. And then Oak says, oh yeah, Chopper, I'm kind of mixed on it. I like that he is ugly. And Quigate says, yeah, Chopper looks so adorbs, but the real question is what his other forms will look like. I did see an interesting post somebody made on, I think, Twitter, where it's like, as soon as I saw a Chopper, I was so grossed out, I shouted out, oh, he's so ugly, or some reaction like that. But then I felt so guilty, I almost threw up. And it's like, you feel bad. When he said, yeah, it's about what I expected. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about it. But am I the only one that would have preferred a Muppet? Just like real full-on Muppet. Not like, oh, we're trying to hide that it's a Muppet to make it look realistic, but just full on Muppet. There's almost always something blocking him in the foreground, except for when he like inexplicably rides a bicycle, and it's like, oh, that's really impressive. Okay, going to bed.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a
I
new
love this
king.
picture.
31 days remain.
31, that's all we have for the rest of the entire game. 1 month, 31 days. We're gonna count him down. Okay, 31 days. That's gonna be what, like maybe a month of these streams?
To all the people who
But the kid was pretending to be an airplane. He's not an airplane. You see the kid who's running around with airplane wings. Yeah, dude. Okay, so it's the king. To all the people who dwell in this land. Yeah.
This voice
is the king.
Soon, naught but 1 month will remain. On the dawn of the day of the hero, the one who has inspired the greatest faith of the people shall inherit the kingdom.
I am kind of amazed that this game feels like it's zipped by faster than I expected. I believe Beowulf was making it sound like it was going to be super, super long, maybe longer than Persona 3. But Persona 3 we started in February that year, ended in November. Granted, we did the DLC. And this one will have started in November, and we're in June and ready to wrap it. That's like several months shorter.
I bid thee forget not these words.
What words? Is he gonna give us like vocabulary? Be helpful. Yeah.
Wasn't expecting to wake up to such a spectacle, but I suppose that confirms it. This is where it ends.
I hope he does that every morning, and then by the end of the next month, people are just so sick of the king.
Luis has already fortified himself behind the palace walls. Good thing we've got a Skyrunner, or it'd already be over for us.
I mean, we could send Gallic up there with like a drip some poison in his ear, do it Hamlet style.
Or perhaps it is us he has been waiting for all this time.
Yeah, maybe he's up there because then he doesn't have to deal with anything else besides us.
However disturbing the world looks now, 'tis only a prelude to the deadland Luis strives for.
I should read some more comments in the chat, though, because I see Twitch chat is already in slow mode, which is amazing, because we're only 45 minutes into the stream. Let's see. Oak says, but I'm sad he's not a Muppet. Okay, so I'm not the only one. But also, why is he so malnourished? Bring Fat Chopper back. I'm guessing it's because like, I remember when you first met it, correct me if I'm wrong. I am not a One Piece expert, but I feel like when I first saw him early on in his episodes, he was fat. He was, like, chubby. But then all the pictures I see of him from like more recent episodes that I haven't gotten to yet, he looks like it's a giant head and like a tiny, tiny, tiny little body. And so maybe they're just trying to make him resemble more closely like his current modern design, figuring maybe that's what people are most familiar with or something like that. When he said, Luffy been eating all the snacks on board. Quick said, I'd like to point out something sad, by the way. Grius was next to the prince the whole time he was with us. Oh, and he died not knowing this. Oh, that is sad, Queen Katie. That we were there. Oh, that is sad. Oak said that's so foolish of Luffy. He isn't even feeding his emergency food. Huh?
The modern design mascotified him.
Mascotified him. I like that description. Yeah, because basically turned him. Dude, we should just be thankful they didn't do that to Aegis in Persona 3, because she's like the mascot. Although that might have been adorable if she was all chibi by the end of the game. Oh, look at that over on YouTube. We got Chaotic saying, hey, whoa. Bet he has stink breath. Oh, yeah, this is more complicated than P3. Ah, yes, ear poison for Luis. Yeah. So you gotta go get the poison for Luis. What crap, I wish I remembered how that line go from The Emperor's New Groove. The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. You know, the bit that Kronk does? From The Emperor's New Groove. But how you doing, Chaotic? Welcome. Okay, however disturbing the world looks now, 'tis only a prelude to the dead land Luis strives for.
Sky looks proper hellish already. And with all the humans out there, it's no wonder everyone's losing their grip.
Well, he wanted a fair world where strength decides everything. Funny how that's indistinguishable from absolute chaos.
But it's Luis who has the most support right now. And that wasn't born of deception. He broke the nation's order, and everyone knows it.
Sure enough. That's what got Ardell and I dreaming to begin with.
Fidelio.
I figured a world where the poor and weak get trampled on was a world worth breaking.
Fidelio. I still miss him. It still hurts when he gets brought up.
Come to think of it, what do we all stand for, really?
a lack of racism. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe hope. Isn't that what they've like retconned Superman's S symbol to mean hope? It's like Kryptonian or something.
Maybe hope.
A little broad, don't you think?
Yes, you are a little broad, Gallica. You're a broad who's this big, and I love you for it, baby. Mwah.
I don't really know what everyone's talking about, but everyone who's seen you and your friends say you're amazing. You make them really, really happy.
Yeah, but then I turn into a monster. Were you not outside? Maybe she was like grounded or being homeschooled at the moment. I'll read a couple more comments to the chat though. I do like Oak, by the way, the idea that Chopper is the emergency food, much like Paimon in Genshin. When he says, I'm gonna do some lurking as I unwind from such a crazy day. But it was so good seeing you guys, Mwah. Good seeing you too, Wendy. I am so glad that it sounds like your first day of the convention has gone so well. I don't know how long the convention is. I feel like they usually go over a weekend, although it's like, yeah, it's a Friday. So I hope you have lots of fun. Please keep us updated on your adventures there. Oak says, how is he gonna eat the emergency food if it's just bone? Although I guess Luffy does literally eat the bones off the food he eats. And then Krista with a wiki command. Queen Katie said, we have a wiki command now? Yeah, it was added at the end of the stream last night. And Oak says, add quote, I leave Bigfoot. No, I leave big footprints. Big footprints online. When he says, laughing the goofy Joey face. Crystal adds the quote, oh, when he says, I might gotta ask. Please, if you find out, let us know. Crystal says, yes. Oak says, what? Also, hi, Crystal. Add quote, oh, it's the other quote from earlier. And Wendy with the hydrate command. I'll do that, then we'll get back to the game. Thank you very much for the hydration, Wendy. I appreciate that. Okay, so she's saying that we made all of our friends really happy.
Because, you know, you've got all the tribes in your team. Everyone's different, but you keep working together and doing great. You're so cool.
See, kids can tell that not being racist is cool. It's what the kids on the street do. They're out there riding their BMX bikes and popping wheelies, putting their baseball caps on backwards, enjoying some grape flavored big league chew, and not being racist. Huh. It's brought to you by the cool kids on the street. Street kids.
A fair point. You're quite right, Maria. It is a hard thing to word, so forgive my fumbling. But perhaps it is a matter of standing for something Luis does not believe exists. We must prove that it does.
If you keep on believing in what you want, and you keep on working hard for it, it will come true.
Oh, we got a pin message written by Queen Katie, pinned by Crystal, saying, not all tribes, Maria. Oh! Yeah, I mean, you know what we should do? We should get a jar, one of Heismay's jars, and put Grius's bones in, and then we will have a rogue, or however you say it, on the team. You know? We'll have the jar and we can use it like a puppet, like take the little jar lid and go, hi, I'm Grius. I'm still here with my friends fighting a good fight. And I think that'd be delightful.
That's right, love. I can think of plenty of people who would be much happier if they took a page from your book.
I see now. This is surely the essence of true magic.
Best of luck, Your Highness. After all those speeches about taking the throne, it'll be awfully irresponsible to go dying on us now.
I said nothing about dying up till now. You just planted that thought in my brain. Also, I gotta check to make sure my air conditioning vent is open. It is, like, for some reason, getting really hot in here. Huh? It's open.
With Heismay's fixation on collecting people's ashes, he might as well be a necromancer.
You know what? That should be how we'll convince Zorba to be a good guy. Because Zorba is like obsessed with Luis. He's got like a major crush on Luis. And so instead we ought to teach him the importance, like the responsibilities of mentorship for an elderly Eugene. I assume elderly, maybe middle-aged. I don't know. I don't know how bats age. I don't know what bat years are. But yes. And then we'll have like a good guy necromancer on our team and everything will be great. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. I think that's a grand idea, Vero. If Luis claims victory, everyone will be sacrificed in his wake. We have to prevent that from happening. Whatever Luis is doing in the royal palace has to be stopped as soon as possible, and it's up to us to do it. I feel like if this was Persona, this is where we'd suddenly unlock a new late game arcana, however you pronounce it, And it'd be like the whole investigation team.
Right, thank you. Well, we'd best keep an eye on the calendar. The king's deadline was the dawn of the day of the hero, so we've got until the day before.
Okay, so that's our deadline.
And that won't be the end of things either. Even if people come to their senses, it would amount to nothing if Luis sits upon the throne.
So the question is, will we be able to just do the dungeon before then, or is it just like we got to prepare and then do the dungeon on the last day to kind of make it more dramatic?
Personally, I think we should prioritize our main objective here. I'm sure we'd get it done, but we have to make sure we have at least one day to spare before the day of the hero.
We've got a few days left, so it's up to you how we spend them. When we set off, let's do it with no regrets.
I'm gonna do it with hanging out with all my friends. Yeah. Oh, it's the mountain in the sky.
Hiding the floating royal palace here. We have to stop him. I won't accept King Luis.
Oh, you're gonna be one of those people that if the person that you voted for doesn't win the election, you won't call him king, huh, Gallica? Actually, I love you, Gallica. You're wonderful. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, Gallica. I love you. Well, what's this say? Dread? The weather is dread? It's not even dreadful, it's just dread. Wonder if that's gonna be everywhere now. Do you think Edeni's magic can fix that? Skybound Avatar, a royal palace of unparalleled splendor. Alas, Luis has made some drastic changes to it. What else is dread? That's dread. Is everywhere dread?
Nice.
Everywhere has bad weather. I'm not gonna be able to like. Am I not gonna be able to knock down anybody in any places anymore?
Which one?
Oh, this place just has blight.
Which one?
That's so much better. Okay, so everywhere has dread. This really is like a Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. Do you guys know that reference? I feel like Magpie might get it. Back in like the 1980s, I think it was the 80s, maybe it was the late 70s. I don't know. When DC Comics did their very first major line-wide reboot, they did it with the storyline Crisis on Infinite Earths. And to make it like crossover to every single title, the problem is like some of the comic books like didn't have a story that tied in, so they just made sure the sky turned red in all of them. So that's how you knew that the crisis was happening. They'd just be doing their own adventure. They'd probably be like Green Arrow or whatever, firing arrows and I don't know, apples, whatever Green Arrow does. I don't read his book, but the sky be red, so you know it's dangerous, it's serious. Quest start, Skybound Avatar Conquest. Oh, but this is still, there's missing one star, so there's got to be like a quest that's even bigger than this. So maybe there will actually be one more dungeon after this, or maybe just a really big boss fight. Head to the royal palace in the sky to save the world from being driven into madness by Luis. This man with his ruinous aspirations for the future must not succeed the throne. Tutorials! That's how you know it's an Atlas game. We are, let me check on Steam. How many hours into this? When we started tonight, I was 189 hours into this. We're an hour into stream, 190 hours, and we're getting a tutorial. Stop the Archmage Luis, pinnacle of evil. A mission with a deadline has begun to challenge the airborne palace depart from the round table in the Gauntlet Runner. Due to Magla disturbances throughout the kingdom, the entire country is experiencing dread weather. If that wasn't bad enough, be cautious of an inclement weather called blight. The abilities of your followers and their support will be indispensable when it comes to surpassing Luis and being crowned the new king. Use this time to ensure you will have no regrets when you depart. Prevent Luis's destructive vision and rescue the kingdom's future before the day of the hero arrives. The Royal Palace.
So?
You need to be absolutely sure that you're ready for anything before we head in. That place has definitely changed from the last time you were there.
Smash it all to bits.
Who's saying smash it all to bits? Who said that? Who said that? Oh, and I have reportable quests. That's got to be like the cook and the bread for that one lady, right? Juna! On the surface, a flying castle sounds romantic. A shame Luis is waiting inside. Regardless, are you ready to go to the royal palace? No! Crap, you're a persona person. Always ask me, ready to go to the palace? Of course, it'll be teeming with monsters, so you can never be too prepared. Smashing up the bait. Yeah, you know what's up. I want to look at my poster. It's my Igus poster. I even have kind of a long neck like Igus. We help anyone in trouble. Endorsed by the Honeybee Inn.
What's this?
Did Maria and the others put this up for us? Wow, that really puts the wind in your sails, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, we've seen this before. What about you, Simple Fairy?
Excuse me?
Are you the one in this drawing? I knew it. You are. You're famous then. You know how crazy the world is right now. Mr. Famous Person? From where's it to what's it? Everyone's gone weird. Really? Even just flying around out there makes me feel gross and sick. but this place feels better. So, Mr. Famous, can you do something about this awful sky? Yep, I've decided. I'm going to leave this problem to you people folk, but I think I'll stay put here for a while. I'll watch over you from here, okay? I'll be watching you always.
Luis is the only one.
Okay, let's report back about our bread. Let's turn in our bounty. Get the reward. Maybe that'll give us enough courage, because, like, who wants to even hang out? Do we have any? Oh, Maria and Barden. Frank wants to hang out. So we got some options. We can max out Barden. We can max out Maria. If we get enough courage from turning in our bounty, though, we ought to be able to hang out with Alonzo, although I don't know if that'd be daytime or nighttime. But let's report our quests and then figure out if we're going to hang out with Frank or Maria. Oh, and there's a pin message. Oh, darn, I can't click over to it during these loading screens. It, like, takes over my mouse. I apologize for that. Okay, now I can click over this. Pinned by Rukov, written by Rukov, said, Logan dunking on Green Arrow when he monologue about Luigi. Well, I mean, yeah, Luigi's favorite color is green. Daisy's is purple. But yeah, I don't know. I think that not all green people are equally fun. Some are better than others. Luigi is better than Green Arrow. So there, but how you doing, Rukov? Menacing soldier. I knew it was all rubbish when they said you were a prince. Darn human. The people won't tolerate your tricks for long. This city's a right mess right now, and we can't be bothered with the likes of you. If the accumulator gets destroyed, it'll be another blow to the country. Hey, how's the red sky look in the daytime? Oh yeah, that is dread. That is dread. Hey, you got a bubble buddy? You want to be my bubble buddy? We'll take a bubble bath together, bubble buddy, despairing man. You! Oh, I didn't want to have come all this way just to question your actions, but what are you planning to do about all this? How will you fix this mess? How do we get our city back to the way it was? You're not going to take off on that runner, are you? If you do, I'll have no faith in anything anymore. Okay, where's the lady that wanted the bread? I thought she was over here somewhere. Young Nydia.
What am I to do?
There's been some nasty rumors about you at the hotel I work at. Quote, I knew there could never be an elder prince, you know, that kind of thing. I know I'm just a lowly cook, but I've seen how horribly people can be treated because of their tribe. Please don't let all this break your spirit.
That's what it's
I like that some of the people we did quests for are still our friends. Happy woman! Oh, the weather's absolutely gorgeous today. Oh, look what we have here. Oh, there's the prince just over here. She's like on drugs or something. Woman in stitches. Isn't he just adorable? Luis will kill you soon enough, though. They are. What is wrong with these people?
Can our runner be a museum or something people can visit when we win?
Or
gotta capitalize on it.
Or when we die. I feel like Norris is in good shape because he's not in the active party. If we die fighting Luis, he can probably just like become a turncoat and say like, no, I'll support Luis. And then either way, the Gauntlet Runner becomes a museum. I like this idea. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. I should have a sip of water and read some more in the chat. There we go. Let's see. Wendy says, also, I nearly bumped into the Courage the Cowardly Dog voice actor. I was so embarrassed. I think it's such a funny thing because, like, I felt like when I first started watching episodes of that show, he would never speak. He'd always like, but then I feel like some episodes he's like saying words. And so I never could understand, like, can Courage the Cowardly Dog talk and he just chooses not to? I'm so confused, but that's great. Queen Katie said, aw, shucks, thanks for the shout out. Crystal edits command. Queen Katie said, shame, bots can't do emotes. Well, you know, they can, but only if you gift a sub to the bots. When he says, the funniest part was whenever people asked Dan Green to recite stuff because his voice just echoed through the hall. It was so funny, just walking around, then you'd hear bro go like, I play Dark Magician. That's really awesome. I feel like that's gotta be similar with some voice actors like Bryce Papenbrook, really, really loud ones. I'm sure he shouts stuff as like either Eren Yeager or Inosuke or stuff like that. Queen Katie said also, battling with a heart. Crystal says, the floor is still wet. I slipped down to the pool. No! Be careful, Crystal. Queen said, how did I not make a button for battling? Oh, I'm on that right now. And Oak said, I would love secret trivia, though. Well, I just don't know what trivia is secret then and that I haven't already shared because I don't keep track of what I say. I should have like a notepad, and every time I tell like a story or anecdote, I should make a little note of it so that I never repeat them. Where is our salvation? Hurry, oh God, destroy this world. Hey, calm down, the time isn't right yet. Let the big guy in the sky destroy the world in a few weeks. So we just need to focus on the plan. Let's hear it back. All right, when I get the sign, I slaughter the guard and open the gates. Then God will appear and kill them all. Yeah, just so. Hey, I mean, keep it among friends, eh? Certainly don't say it loud enough that an elder and the fairy nearby would be able to hear. It won't be long now. In fact, I just got word that they took the surrounding villages. God is gaining power. The power to offer salvation to everyone. The army may have caught on, but they hardly care. The plan's going on ahead without a hitch. I feel like these guys should be the boss we fight. I don't trust them. Oh, hey, Stroll. Are you just out here, out on a... Is Stroll out on a walk?
The deadline is...
The day of the hero, which will decide the next king, draws near. We must settle the score with Luis before then. Are you ready to go to the airborne plan? No!
Understood.
I can appreciate being ready for anything, just make sure we don't wait too long. I gotta hang out with my bros, my friends. It's a dead person again. Wailing Man. What happened here? I can't. How did you die? You were the only Clamar who'd lend an ear to my thoughts. This can't be happening. I should console this man. But skateboard! Pew! Oh, crap. What? Oh, there's a thing. That just materialized. I guess that makes sense why there's a shadow there. Okay, so yeah, let's I need to like... Wait, oh, there's the quest! Oh, wait, no, is that Yufa? Okay, so Yufa... Wait, do we have to do a quest for Yufa? Is she hangoutable? Yufa's not hangoutable. Well, do we have to like level up something? Let's save and then talk to Yufa. I'm still looking for the person we got to give our whatever benevolent bread that Heisme pounded with his little footsies into existence. But yeah, I feel like the next half hour of the stream, I should say, is just gonna be me wandering around talking to random NPCs. Yufa, what's up, Goyle?
The color of the sky is really eerie. No wonder everyone in town is so frightened. We must do everything in our power to return their lives to the days of ordinary peace. You know something? I want to go have a conversation with the Sanctus. The only problem is they think of me as their enemy, so I'm not sure how they'll listen to me. I mean, they think of you as their enemy too, but they're scared of you. Let me avail myself of your wisdom, Mantis. What can I say to get through to them? Will they see me as their enemy?
Okay, so I need whatever the magnifying glass is. At level 5, tell them you're on their side. Convince them there's no point. Convince them there's point in fighting? I don't know.
That's surely
Well, I did think of that myself, but I still fear they won't listen. But I think that would only highlight the differences between us.
Okay, so wait, that's request. Where is it? What's the button for this one? Magnifying glass is wisdom. Okay, so that's gonna be my next priority. We gotta go turn in courage and unlock Alonzo, and then in order to get Yufa her final levels, we gotta get wisdom. Oh, crap. Yelling Man! Oh, you there! Heard you been speaking ill of Louise! Mind telling me why you've been running your mouth off like that? It's just part of my job. Assuredly, you must understand. I meant no offense, truly. Nah, I don't understand it at all. Jerks like you talk big but refuse to own your words deserve a spot on the gallows. That's right. That is a killable offense. How absolutely horrid. The king, our leaders are all lost. Every last one. No, the final word has yet to be written. Surely you've heard the rumors concerning the disgraced ruins, haven't you? Some believe it to be a bandit stronghold, but that's just a front. If we make our way there, we are sure to find true salvation bestowed upon us from God.
This is the only one left.
I feel like they're alluding to some side quest that I need to do. Pew! Hey, chatting youth. Luis's supporters are starting fights with people just because they're Clamar. I'm so terrified. I feel like my life could be over at any moment. Oh, heck, man. We haven't even done a thing to these people, and they've all got a grudge out for us on account of our tribe. I, as a Clamar, enjoy being racist against others. Never thought they'd be racist against me. I suppose this must be how the Paripas have always been treated. No wonder they're all so alienated. Huh?
Remember, Logan is a paid model. The producers even said he was perfect for it. He could just let us know that, but chances are he will tell you more and make me look cruel. Oh, and bedtime for Rukov. Remember, Chat, you are loved and amazing. Logan is a great guy and cares.
Thank you very much for the kind words, Rukov. And do sleep well. Thank you for the 10 bits. Get some rest. I'm sure you've earned it. You're awesome. Sleep well. If you can't sleep, feel free to come back and hang out. And okay, I know I've told the story a couple times. Who here remembers the story of the one and only modeling job that I've actually done? And how it broke me inside? Anybody remember that? Should I tell it again? Do I have to tell it again? But thank you for the 10 bits, Rukov. I appreciate that. I should read some chat. I'm probably farther behind. Let's see, Quigata said Batlin, hearts, there we go. Oak says, okay, I do not actually know the reason for Woodrow's name off the top of my head, but I made a note to myself of the Discord message that you sent about the origins. Okay, well, I'll probably post stuff like that on Discord rather than take up time here. Oak said, I just haven't added it to the wiki yet. Queen Gator said, yep, pretty much chapter cheaper live 2D and no cam needed. That sounds pretty cool. Queen Gator said, by cheaper, I mean free. That's a good price. Oak said it's surprisingly fun making wiki. Is it? If it's a wiki, that means it's like editable by all the users, right? Quigata said, you're really making me itch for making my own. You're making it look easy. Says it's free on itch.io. Is it itch.io? I always want to say itch.io. Itch.io. Oak says Amanda's page isn't even close to done. I have to write about every game Matt has been featured in, which means I need to watch Baldur's Gate 3 and Hi-Fi Rush streams. I think most of the Hi-Fi Rush stuff was just lore on Discord. I don't think it ever played into the actual streams though. Oak said, if it helps, Oak, we don't do that many BG3 streams. We did beat we didn't beat the entire game. It was just a decent amount of streams. Yeah, I think we went to the end of the Goblin Camp versus the Grove section. Crystal says Queen Katie bots can do emotes only if they're subscribed. And Queen Katie said, plus, you get to see me slowly warming up to Logan chat because BG3 was my first real stream interacting in After Ghost Trick. It was good stuff. It was good times. All right, let's play some more here. No wonder they're all so alienated. Still, it's all a darn mess. And for what?
The world belongs to Lord
Suspicious soldier. I can't shake this feeling that the soldier across the street is staring at me. Oh, that's right, we saw these guys at the beginning of the game. I don't think I could find them after that. They're like the brown-haired student, fawning student. I can't shake this feeling that the soldier across the street is staring at me. Well, what did I do? If he's gonna keep acting like this, then I'm gonna go over there and confess my feelings to him. I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna tell him how you feel. Hey, other soldier. Doubtful soldier.
I'll forget this, dude.
That soldier over there! He behaved this way at the Grand Cathedral as well, always casting his eyes in this direction from across the street. I know! Perhaps he's an agent of Luis, sowing discord from within! They must be targeting the Sanctus Church where Lord Godot is! I hope the two of them, become friends, maybe get married. Okay, so I still gotta find the person that we gotta turn the bread into. We'll at least go to the recruitment center. Maybe it was at nighttime that we gotta turn the bread in. Queen Katie said, plus, I read that. Oak said, Queen Katie, to be fair, it's not that difficult. Fandom isn't exactly a good company, but it's very easy to set up, and the most complicated part is editing the source code for tiny details like making tables look nice. Queen Katie said, amazing how quick I joined chat as the pure angel role in BG3. You were the one person who tried to save that squirrel's life. Tried to allow Timber to live. And there's a 5-second slow mode. Oak says, I think the real difficult part will be the Beef Longa lore in full. I think so, because we just, Beef Longa and Judge Udgy, we just add all the time with just throwing caution to the wind. Okay, recruitment center. Look, I'm swaying to the music. And we'll see if this gives us enough courage pips to finally max out Alonzo, or at least not quite max out, to continue his follower bonds. Let's see. Oak says, I'm planning to watch all of the Dream Daddy streams. There was only 2 of them, so that should be easy. And any other streams with characters named Beef, and then go back throughout a lot of the VODs and search for Beef Longa TTS in them. Well, Beef Longa does appear in Baldur's Gate 3 along with Mantis. Recruiter on break. The royal funeral showed us soldiers the truth about the limits of the state army. This feels 3 times worse. Monsters are going on rampages. The city's rioting, and there's nothing we can do about it. Even struggling against it feels futile. But how are you going to keep fighting, Your Highness? Hey! What? Oh, could that be the Frostpoint Horn? You really defeated it? Well, I suppose it's no surprise, given your level of skill.
Excuse me.
There was a deserter aiding the bounty, convinced it was a harbinger sent to bring down this corrupt country. That might be why it was so difficult to find. He was probably covering its tracks.
Thanks, mate.
That does make sense, and why we lost track of it. Appreciate the report, and here's your reward.
We did it.
Give me my courage pips. I mean, the money's good. After slaying the target, Ice Beast then, I reported back to the recruitment center and collected the reward, 120,000 Reeve and increased courage. Okay, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, come on. Yeah! Yeah! We can do Alonzo now! Awesome. Courage 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, kindle the flame of thy courage to ignite the hearts of thy people. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. So we need to figure out now what else we can do that'll... going up? Oh, that went a lot! We also need to figure out how to increase wisdom, see if maybe any of the side quests or follower bonds will increase wisdom in order to continue Yufa's stuff. Keep this between us, but I'm seeing more and more deserters around the country right now. You must know how strange the world is these days. Everyone's restless now that His Eminence Forden is dead.
Yeah, the whole thing's a headache, huh? The whole country's in disorder. But I'm sure things will change if we take down Louise. But in the end, that soldier did eventually decide to support us. So, I mean, if you say you're sorry, treason's okay, right? Right? I'm sure it'll be easier to resolve this problem once you're king.
You're the reliable type, aren't you? Then we're happy to keep doing just that. Okay, do we have more bounty targets? There's a bunch of new ones. I need to slay the Kokomodo that nests in Manor of the Ascendant, southwest of Brylehaven. The informant of the Tavern Anglers Inn should Brylehaven should have more details. I need to slay the bandit chief Sistus, said to be hiding in the disgraced ruins. The informant in Hushed Honeybee Inn and Grand Trad should have more details. I need to slay the Ordemos on the abandoned path in the south of Altabury. The informant of the tavern on Dio Franco Street in Altabury should have more details. Okay, let's accept these and find out if any of them give us wisdom. Probably not. I need someone to defeat the great bird monster, Kokomodo. And you're probably the only ones who can do it. It's legendary throughout Oceania. They say it's a Kokosadodos that's lived for hundreds of years, growing enormously strong as a result. In the past, it's appeared near Brylehaven. Each time a delegation is formed and dispatched to kill it, but they've all failed. The best they could ever do was wound it, but each and every time it just fled back to some sky-bound ruins.
I see. So it flew back to its perfect little hiding spot and no one could chase after it until we came along with a Skyrunner. Guess it really is up to us. Let's take it.
Oh, there's a pin message. Pin message on Twitch. Written by Queen Katie, pinned by Vera, said, please pin. I don't know if it's still there, but there should be a spot in town for looking at the view that gives wisdom. Yeah, I mean, I did see that. There was a bench over there. We used it at the beginning of the game. I feel like we'll probably want to check later cities, because if I recall correctly, like, stuff in Grand Trad when we first started didn't give us a whole lot of those little pips. So we'll probably check to see if there's Altabury, but it'd be great if we could figure out if there's, like, any side quests. Do any of the follower bonds give us stuff? I mean, a lot of these bounties, I believe, give us courage, but that's maxed out now. So we should check and see, but thank you very much, Queen Katie. I do appreciate that. Thank you. As it stands, the city's on the verge of succumbing to a total panic. In truth, the rumors about the beast are more worrying than the damage it's caused directly. The great monster birds bring plague and famine with it, they say.
A plague? Is there any truth to that?
It's just superstition, but in this day and age, the panic caused by such rumors can spread instantly, like flames across a parched field. The idea of the plague is adding anxiety on an already chaotic situation. A riot could break out at any moment.
Then we've got to stop it, so where can we find this bird monster?
You know those mushroom-shaped rocks in the Brylehaven Sea? At the top of one of those, it's a ruin known as the Manor of the Ascendant. Seems the bird happened upon the ruin some time ago and decided it's the perfect nest. It's not a place that just anyone can get to. There's undoubtedly plenty of danger waiting for you up there, but there are also rumors of fabulous treasure. At any rate, if you can manage to slay Kokomodo, bring me the cockatrice crest as evidence. I'll give you your reward then.
Kokosadodos has lived for hundreds of years and got so strong they changed its name. We should probably pay a visit to the Brylehaven informant.
Let's do it.
Okay, the cockatrice in the clouds. I need to slay the Kokomodo that nests in the Manor of the Ascendant, southwest of Brylehaven. The informant of the tavern in Anglers Inn Square in Brylehaven should have more details. No deadline courage, but we don't need that, and money. Okay, so these aren't going to be priorities, but I'm like, if we run out of time for other things, we can do these, and it'll like help us level up, maybe.
This place is on a rock, right? Ruins on top of a rock sure is weird, huh? But we should be able to get there if we fly.
Okay, and we got this one. Is it gonna take that long to accept all of them? Seems there's more than monsters causing trouble nowadays. This contract will require you to assassinate founder Sistus, the leader of some religious fanatics, I don't know. And by religion, I don't mean like sanctism or even the pagans. This is just some nameless sect out there proclaiming death to be the true salvation. That's gotta be the people that those two guys in the front of the city were talking about, right? They believe that if they die before the world is destroyed, they'll be reborn in a different one. They say the world of today is fated to end, and dying is our only means of rescue. If they kept their delusional fantasies to themselves, it wouldn't be our problem, but now they're attacking people near Grand Trad in the name of salvation.
guess.
Yeah, that's going too far. They're no better than common bandits.
Let me pause from this and read some more chat. This is taking a long time just to accept some assignments. I didn't know that every one of these was going to have their own lore. Let's see. Oak says, I may have a problem. Quinkita said, nah, we're Logan chatters. We go into rabbit's holes. Welcome to the club. I do clips, huh?
Persona 3 reference.
Hey, Tiff! How you doing, Tiff? It is kind of like the Strega cult. You missed it, Tiff. We got to see Maria. You know, maybe we'll do a hangout with Maria now that you're here. But how you doing? Thank you for the 10 bits. Welcome. How's your day going? I should read some more comments though, because I don't know how far behind I am in the chat, but I know that I'm behind. We're almost halfway through the stream. I don't know how, but I am behind. Crystal says, oh my gosh, Lil Badonkers is part of the characters. Oh, is she? Oh, is she? Or he, or she? I don't remember what Lil Badonkers was, but yes. Because, you know, we gave a name to Little Badonkers. Crystal said, Oak added my son. Oak said to Queen Katie, no, Katie, you meant rabbit singular. No, it's just rabbit's holes. Just holes of rabbits. Rabbit's holes. Oak says, we do not go into rabbit's holes. Queen Katie said, oh no. Oak said, hopefully at least. Queen Katie said, no, you don't dare add that to the typos when he says puzzles. Why? I think I'm getting too on guard against auto-changing to Vero after people talk about actual puzzles. That's the first time my brain hasn't automatically auto-corrected. So Wendy says Vero. Vera says Wendy. Vera said I just woke up. Hello. Oak says autoquote we go into rabbit's holes. Queen Katie. Oak says also Vero. Vera says hi. Crystal says Vero. Vera says to Wendy, is it the weekend for you yet? Did you go to the con? Queen Katie said also Oak, may I suggest one thing from my page in the wiki? Maybe include something about how I use auto captions and they keep thinking Logan said crazy things. Oak says booby traps. Oak said to Queen Katie, oh amazing idea. Perfect. Vera said that's a poll idea to do when my brain is awake enough. My stomach is doing better. Okay, I'm glad, Vero. Hopefully it was just like some brief food poisoning or something like that and you're back to normal soon or now. Oak said, speaking of captions, my brain for gore. I probably said like my brain for gore or something like that, that's what it sounds like. Crystal says, we love our gore, I guess. And Vero with the lurk says, I'll be back. Thank you so much for the lurk, Vero. Oak says, until one of us dies, you're old, so you'll die first. Cough. Oak said, hey, hi's May. And said, yes, Stroll's the grandpa of bones in a jar. Castle, how you doing? Says, was it ever established if Basilio has side ears as well as doggo ears, or is it just smooth on the head? I assume smooth. We haven't checked, but the way that you check is you give him little scratches behind the ear, and then you just feel around for other ears. I assume, but it's kind of like, have you ever seen those memes where it'll be like a cat girl and she's got ears up here, but she's listening to headphones, and the headphones are like down here, and it's like, dude, the headphones gotta go up there. But how you doing, Castle? Good to see you. Let's play some more of the game.
Yeah, that's going too far. They're no better than common bandits.
Indeed, security in Grand Trad's been bad enough with all that's going on, so this death cult is pushing us over the edge. Some have even started sympathizing with their ideology. By all accounts, it's chaos in Grand Trad right now, so please, for the sake of Grand Trad, end these attacks by ending Bandit Chief Sisters. Leave it to us. Thank you. Frankly, there's not a moment to lose, or as I could also say, Bardenly. Just between you and me, I've heard they got their hands on a secret weapon that can kill people en masse and brought it to their hideout. Wonder if we can use that. Do we get that as loot? It's pathetic they got such a thing under our noses, but the military has its handful keeping the peace and hunting down monsters. We need you right now. Bring me the Founder's Hatchet after the job's done. Deliver that, and you get the reward.
Got it. We don't know what we're up against, so it'll probably be good to talk to the informant in the royal capital first.
They're holed up north of Grand Trad in the disgraced ruins. I'll share the exact location. Quest start. The Apostles of the Apocalypse. I need to slay Bandit Chief Sistus, said to be hiding in the disgraced ruins. The informant at the Hushed Honeybee in Grand Trad should have more details. And bloop, bloop, bloop.
Let's see.
Who'd think there'd be ruins way out here? Just what are they planning in there? It's pretty far, but if we fly there, we should arrive before the day ends.
And that makes me think since we have this, we'll probably get one more of those pictures for Maria on the way. How many of those do we have to collect? Disgraced ruins, a vast ruin looming in the northern part of the continent. All records of its construction were buried, leaving its origin a mystery. And I think I forgot to read about the other thing on top of the rock. Where was that? That was out here.
And right there's
a ruin carved out of a towering summit of rock, formed by abnormal magma, only recently discovered by Skyrunner Patrol. It has yet to be fully explored. And we got one more. We got to do that again. Let me read some more. Oh, there's a poll. We got a Twitch poll up. The poll says, what's some intricate ways Luis does to sleep anxiety-free? Oh, that's what we're talking about. The options are make Zorba sleep instead. I assume like in his place, like disguises him, yeah? Oh no, that's body double in his bed. So Zorba instead, body double in his bed. Sleep is for the weak. Booby traps his room and sleeps sitting down, eyes open. Go ahead and cast your votes. I like all these ideas. So I won't vote because I don't want to like sway the poll, but go ahead and cast your votes.
A rough one.
Let's see. Queen Gator said, Alonso, come here, please. We need to be brave, please. Oak with the timestamp 44. I am almost 45 minutes behind. Lurkers, I appreciate that you're there, but there's going to be a lot of yapping with chat tonight. But that just means if you're lurking, type some in the chat. I'll read it eventually in like a half hour when I get to it. Oak said, this is some Majora's Mask stuff. It's something about that face. The way it's looking is just like, Nrr. I feel like you would have to close the blinds. It's creepy. Some sort of voyeur. Queen Gator said Batlin with some hearts. Queen Gator said, speaking of Hamlet, did y'all know they actually made a graphic novel of that? I haven't and haven't found the time to read it. Lol. Nice, like, is the art good in it? Oak says, it's less of Chopper having a giant head and more that his hat is bigger now. BRB, in a few minutes I have to say hi to my family and incest Nazi uncle. See you when you get back, Oak. Good luck. Oak says, let me know if anything happens. Nope, nothing's happened. Noobly says, hi, how you doing, Noobly? Queen Gator said, not all tribes, Maria, please pin that. Noobly says to Oak, insane sentence. But it sounds accurate from descriptions. Queen Gator says Badlin with some hearts, and also thank you, Crystal, for the pin. Okay, sip of water, and we got one more of these we gotta hear the whole spiel about before we can go kill things. Much obliged for taking this contract. Everyone else has been reluctant to take it. See, this place, well, back during a famine, a plan was hatched to save food, and it involved abandoning the people there and leaving them to die. Of course, it's an antiquated practice these days. The rumor is the resentment of these unlucky people manifested into this monster. But if this creature, the Ordemos, is left as is, it's highly likely that it will start to terrorize the neighboring areas as well. That said, if the superstitions don't deter you, by all means, take it down. What do you think? Will you do it? Let's take it! Oh, well, you know, I knew you looked dependable. The place is called the Abandoned Path. Ordemos won't show its face willingly. You'll have to get its attention first by going after Rigopetia, a type of snake monster. The snake has sharp senses, so reports any intruders to Ordemos, which steps in to do the fighting. They got something of a symbiotic relationship. Once you've taken down the Ordemos, bring me back the bloodstained talon. You'll get the reward after turning that in. Oh, and the poll is done, and it is a tie between make Zorba sleep instead and sleep sitting eyes open with 39% of the vote. Second place was a tie with 11% each between body double in his bed and sleep is for the weak. So I'm gonna assume that means Zorba sleeps in his bed, and he sits across the room with his eyes open. He's sleeping, but he doesn't look like it. I'm running out of oxygen. I've been talking so much already. But thank you very much for the poll. Well,
Nora is DMing me about her watching Death Note for the first time, and she just said Protag is goated.
Oh! I mean, I guess early on, maybe you're meant to be sympathetic toward Light. Yeah. I mean, but it is one of those type of things where, in a weird way, because he's the protagonist, yes, he's doing evil things, but in a strange way, you're almost kind of rooting for him. Kind of like Walter White toward the end of Breaking Bad. Like at that point, once he's past the point of redemption, you're still like, oh man, he's gonna get caught, he's gonna get it. I feel like it makes me think of old Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons. That you know the Wile E. Coyote, if he catches the Roadrunner, he is going to murder him and devour his flesh. That is not something you should be rooting for. But because it's like the cartoon is basically from his point of view, you're on his side, you hope he wins, right? So maybe it's that type of a thing. Oh, and a message just got held by Automod. Oh, because it's talking about unpleasant types of crimes. But I might read that when we get to it. I don't know if I should allow that message, but we will see. Oh, another poll has appeared. Paid poll, favorite piece of channel lore, Beef Longa, Mantis, parentheses, it's a lifestyle, No Gal, Dark Mode Logan, or Lil Badonkers. Oh, it's tough to choose between Beef Longa and Little Badonkers, but I'm going to choose Beef Longa. But okay, let's play some more of the game. I'll be back to chat soon. I miss you, chat, already. I miss you, chat. And I hope YouTube, if there's, there's no one over on YouTube. YouTube, if someone's watching a VOD on YouTube, no one can hear anything. Twitch chat, we could say bad things about Google, and YouTube won't know because nobody's over there. Once you've taken down Ordemos, bring me back the bloodstained talent. You'll get the reward after turning that in. The informant should have more details too. Well, I'm counting on you.
Let's do it.
I need to slay the Ordemos on the abandoned path south of Altabury. The informant in the tavern on Dia Franco Street in Altabury should have more details. Bloop, bloop, bloop. There it, oh, it's two. Oh, it's very far away. It'll take forever to get to. That's got to be our last priority.
Thing is, we'll need to access the forest path by land. Flying's too risky given the volatile weather in the mountains.
Yeah, this is gonna be our last priority. A forested path with a crimson leaf canopy. Feral roars occasionally cut through the beauty. Some say the spilled blood of travelers is what gives the leaves their red. Although we also need to figure out which one of these places is gonna have the last relic for Nuris, because I think we got 2 stockpiled up, but that's probably it. All right, and that's all of them, right? Yeah, that's all. Okay, let's get out of here. Anybody else got a bubble that needs a poppin' before we get to hopping out of here? Wait, is there 2 doors? What is this other door? Can we go further into here? Have we checked out these cells? Door. This seems to lead into the soldiers' quarters. I can hear the snoring of the resting soldiers. Oh, apparently nothing important. Oh, why am I so slow? Why do I walk so slow when I'm indoors? Let's get outside. Let's see, Quick said said, yeah, of course the deadline is the day before the day of the hero, because the hero would probably be crowned ASAP on that day. King would be like, Happy New Year's, countdown 3, 2, 1, Happy New King! Okay, I gotta check out my quests here. What now? Because I made bread. Relic search, where's the... Queen of Quincy Black, no! I used mellow milk. I just used it.
No running in the halls, Mandy's.
Thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Oh, it's in Martira. Then I gotta go. Okay, the lady's in Martira. So we can fast travel over there. I'm sorry, so never mind. I thought this person was in... Yes, no run in the hall, though. But you can skateboard. Pew, 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 pew. And the poll is done. Beef Longa won with 62% of the vote. Tiff contributing 2,360 channel points. I like to pretend that this guy in the corner is secretly this soldier's character portrait, that this is what he looks like when he takes his helmet off, and then he's just sad because he loves his job so much he gets home and he's like, I'm not on the clock anymore. I hate anything that's not soldiering. The person who destroys the country and the human prince who can't protect it. We have to choose one of the two to be king? I don't even know who to be angry at anymore. What did the previous king even want, and how did it come to this? Now's not the time to be thinking about that. We should be guiding the evacuees to safety. All right, anybody else? Anybody else got bubbles that need a poppin'? Because once I start a poppin', I just can't stop it. And face rock, watcher! You fool, Prince! My voice cracked on Prince. Are you foolish? And you foolish candidates! What made you think you could stand a chance against Luis? And now you're taking the city with you in this war of yours. The city is on the brink of destruction. Yeah, can't be the only one. City's on the brink of destruction, eh?
What is there to be done?
Anybody else? Anybody else got bubbles? I'll pop your bubbles before I go hang out. Okay, can we see if Alonso is available now? Otherwise, we'll probably do Maria next, because I think Barden was ready. No, they're both ready to max out. So who do you guys want? Barden or Frank or Maria? I hope Alonso's like a nighttime hangout then. Although we still got to do Nuris hangouts. Mournful count! Look, I told you so. This country is done for. All right, now, I've had quite enough. When are you going to return to your senses? I'm having a hard time, too. I'm tired. I'm sick of living like this.
Who's Barden?
Frank, I keep forgetting. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Oak. I didn't even have to look at the screen to see who that was. Troubled soldier, I don't care who you really are. If you're truly the prince, please give us some sort of guidance. The army is completely dysfunctional. Someone needs to end this mayhem. And what about you? Laughing peasant. No matter where you look, everyone's in an uproar. What's the plan from here? Tell me, oh great prince. How about you just give up and obey Count Luis already? Just give in, will ya? You know you want to.
Damn it all.
All right, is that all the bubbles? We should zip over to Martira, turn in that thing we cooked. Excited youth. That the city's in shambles. How'd this happen? The cathedral's going to be wrecked. Wasn't Luis supposed to be on our side? At this rate, we're going to end up dying in the crossfire. Oh, by the way, I should mention to you guys, I don't know if you saw my most recent video that I posted on TikTok, but several of you get mentioned in it because it's a talk in a chat type of a video. So you might want to take a look and see if you get mentioned. Menacing man. Oi, old codger! You're a sanctus, ain't you? I'd recognize that rotten moneyed stank of yours anywhere. Sell me all you like, but the truth is you want that rotten money for yourself, and it's why you're threatening me, right? Quite ironic, isn't it? That's not what irony means! It's just an interesting situation! Do you want to be killed, you jerk? No one's coming to save you. Now take your rubbish and get the heck out of here.
Left to do now.
Okay. Oh yeah, so let's try to go to Martyr. Let's see if we can do that. I think it was Martyr, right?
Where to?
Martyr Old Castle Town, Thoroughfare Square.
Gonna teleport? Okay, let's do it.
Turn in that the bread with all the little bat-shaped footprints on it. They're not shaped like bats, but they're shaped like bat foot-shaped prints. There we go. And then we're gonna hang out with either Maria or Frank. Oh, there's so many bubbles here too. This is gonna take forever. Once famed painter. When you become king, maybe we'll finally live in a world where people can paint whatever they like. If you do, I hope you'll let me paint your portrait. I hope you'll let me paint you like one of my French girls. I'm talking about nudity. All right, what about you, cheering child?
I'm cheering for nudity. That rock with faces on it is a liar. I can't even see yours on there at all. I don't know anybody who likes Louise. You're the king. You're the king, bro. You're the king.
Outskirts hunter. World's just in a terrible state, isn't it? So bad even us hunters have decided to help out on the guard corps. We know the wastelands pretty well, so we're gonna help with the outdoor watch. In return, the guard corps are gonna catch all those thieves.
Paint me like one of your French princes.
One of your French princes? Ah, that's what I should have said. Ah! That's better. That is better. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. Thank you, Oak. That is what I should have said. Oh, there's a pin message. Written by Queen Katie, pinned by Crystal, said, "The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed." I'm kind of surprised. It's one of those videos I almost didn't post it because I'm like, this is kind of funny to me. Will it be funny to anybody else? But then people liked it. Like right away, the comments were getting flooded. Oh, another pin message. Tiff saying, "The Arcana is the means by that all is revealed." Yeah, okay. Wow, I can tell we're gonna have a repeat when we get to that part of chat. Thank you for the pin messages and for y'all's overall enthusiasm for the Arcana. And the fact that it is the means by which all is revealed. There are more and more dangerous types wandering about lately too, but if we start acting the right way, we can all help each other. Even Frank should be happy about that. Okay, so where is that lady? Do you know where Lady is, Gloomy Youth?
Why did this happen?
Talk about you becoming a monster, that's all nonsense, isn't it? After all, you were so kind, even to common folk like me. You did kill a baby. You did kill a baby. Huh, that should have been a red flag, actually. Nah, I take it back. Even if you were a monster, that wouldn't change how nice you've been to me. You always have my support, baby killer. What's Judah doing here? On the surface, a flying castle sounds romantic. A shame Luis is waiting inside. Regardless, oh, that's what she said in Grand Trad. I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're just gonna say the same thing. Farmer woman.
Well, at least everyone in town seems like they got a new thirst for life in them. Might be the best way to, might not be the best time to say it, but I'll say it. We made it out of the hard times. We're tougher for it. No more shaking in our boots. Who cares if babies got it? The hunters are helping the guards and sharing food. Really shows you some people will come together in times of trouble.
Okay. So where? Maybe I should check the map. Ah, it's just you, Stroll. I'll check the map.
All right, then.
Where? Oh, it's up here. Okay, so we just gotta go up there, and then that's gotta be where the lady who wants bread is. It's been so long, because when I talked to the lady, I was like, I might not even ever do this, because I don't want to cook. I hate cooking. So Queen Gator said, wait a second, we're basically ending the game on almost Halloween? Ooh, does that mean that this is technically a Halloween game? Delighted girl!
Barden's been saying all around town that he supports you, Mr. Prince. You and Frank are friends, right, Mr. Prince? Make sure to be nice to him, okay?
What about you? Who are you? Relieved Youth?
Whatever.
I think I've acted right shamefully recently. I did during the kidnappings. Even when I first heard about you, I did, to be honest. I was so anxious about trusting a human prince, but you saved our town. There's no denying that. I want to have courage like you, so I'm done being so ungrateful. I'm still afraid, but I'm gonna try supporting you. What about you, chicken? Are you a chicken? Are you brave? Chicken? Sorry, that could have sounded like I was accusing you of being not brave. You are literally a chicken. I wasn't being figurative. Oh crap, it's just Yufa! Where is?
Alright then.
Where's what? Where? No, Yufa's right here.
Alright then.
And that's where I am. So where's the person who wants my cooking? What the quick check requests.
What now?
Wasn't it Martira? I'm so confused. Queen Martira! Where is she? Classy woman! In the tavern. She's in a tavern. Oh my gosh. I just want to find a woman. I just want Market Guard. I just want to find a woman.
Hello there.
Hello there. Your Highness, thanks to you, we haven't seen too much of dip in public order. We still get the odd Louis supporter inciting unrest, but it's nothing the Guard Corps can't handle from now on. All right. Later. See ya. Bye. Now I gotta remember where the heck that tavern is. Luis Loyal Youth. Yeah. Well, isn't that nice? Your Highness. Looks like the city's on your side. But what'll a puny little town support do for you anyway? Way to waste Lady Juna's life. Yeah, it is hilarious. Oh man, I wish my friends could have seen me say that. That would have been delightful. Actually, there's probably a fast travel into the tavern. Rukov says, Logan dug in on Green Arrow when he monologued about Luigi. Again, I don't really equate all green people, because I don't see people based on their color alone. Brawny guardsman, General Barton's in high spirits, wants us guards to work with the townfolk, helping each other, making it through this awful time. The General really knows how to have faith in people. It's a true talent of his, don't you think? We're depending on him. Yeah, didn't have to tell me. And for my part, I'll give you everything I've got for the General and for the city. Next part's up to us. You saved our home, and now we've got to make it count. This takes so long just to pop everybody's bubbles. What about you, Castle Guardsman? You wouldn't know it from looking at the sky, but this town is otherwise nice and calm. All thanks to you, mate. The reason this town still got order is all because of the peace of mind we've gotten from you saving us. We know you'll beat Luis, and that lets us each live each day earnest and true. What about you? This guy sometimes gives us treats. We've deployed every guard we have across town and Krigante Castle. We may not stand a chance against Luis, but we're doing what we can. The city supports you, Your Highness. As long as you're here, we'll ensure your safety. And though it's not really much, I'd like you to have this one Martyran's way of saying thanks. I got miraculous mead. Oh, he gave me booze. Right. I'm only 18. I'm not old enough for the alcohol. Let's go to the tavern. Quickly said, I want to see how Alonzo ends. Please, please, please. We will as soon as he's available. Quickly said also, whoa, the loading screens are red now. Gasp. Wait, were they? Oh, there's the lady. What about you, drunk woman? You're cute, but you're drunk.
What's happened?
It's not so, there's not many, but this town's got a few Louis supporters. Can you believe how utterly ungrateful that lot is being? But Barton and the townspeople are united in trying to change their minds. We're all doing our best to get the whole city behind you. Okay, Hulkenberg, what are you doing here? Okay, that's the lady. Classy woman. Take my bread.
Hey?
Hey? Oh, I detect the scent of food on you. I'll judge its worthiness, so please show me the dish you've brought. How many months ago in game was this? What do we call all these options? I could have turned it in at any time. A dish with soft texture that uses mellow milk. I didn't even make these. I think they were just given to me. Have some benevolent bread, because I know I've got 2 of those.
Cheers.
So, this is the dish you've chosen. It would seem this is little more than plain white bread. However, that distinct aroma... Oh, the gentle fragrance of fresh milk. You have used the mellow milk that Martyra prides itself on.
What are you playing
This soothing softness feels like it'll envelop everything. This is exactly the dish I was looking for. So apparently I don't need to actually cook it. I can just have it.
Sure.
So I take it we passed?
Indeed, the people of this town need a dish like this. I'm sure it'll help them, help give them the spark to move forward again. Even I cannot hide my admiration. As promised, your reward, a little something extra included. Consider it a bonus for all your good works that I've been hearing about. Bling!
Mission accomplished.
Will this give me wisdom? I need wisdom. Nope, I got limp goldfish. It's dead. And a brocaded koi and a tiny bit of money. Yay. I'm gonna go up. And up 20. Great. I wanted to bring smiles back to the faces of the townspeople here, and yet I could think of no way to accomplish it. So with bread. I should read some more in the chat. Quiggity said, I read that. Rukov said, Logan used to be an adventurer like you till he took an arrow to the knee.
Hey, it's Matthew from my Resident Evil 4 playthrough.
Yeah, because this takes place in the future, though, is the problem. Because Leon ate Matthew, but he probably eventually pooped him out. Mark was the one who survived till the very end. But yes, thank you very much. Is that lore that we need to tell Oak about for the wiki? But thank you very much for the 10 bits. Oh, Matthew, we mourn your loss, but Mark was delightful. Thank you, Vera, for the 10 bits. Quiggity said, Logan, check your quests. I think sometimes it'll let you teleport there. Unsure, I haven't played in 2 days. Oh wait, maybe the map will show the completed quest spot. Weedle said, I want to say that I have been in a dark place for a bit. I know why, but I didn't want to say, but I want to know if I matter more than I think. Yeah, Weedle, you matter. I don't know what dark place you're in. I'm sorry you feel, I hope that you're still here, but yeah, I mean, we all love and appreciate you here. You're great. I hope you know, like, I always am happy seeing you, even though you accuse me of being like a puppy kicker and being stinky. But no, you're great, Weedle. I think I speak on behalf of all of us. You're awesome. Quiggity said, Weedle, you're a cool chatter. You make funny jokes. I appreciate you. And Quiggity says, I quote, I should console this man, but skateboard, pew pew. Mira says, oh, I got you. Adds the quote. Oak says, okay, I'm back. That took much longer than expected. Welcome back, Oak. Oak said, what happened in the past 30 minutes? Nothing. Nothing. I wanted to bring smiles back to the faces of the townspeople here, and yet I could think of no way to accomplish it. You, however, have provided the most brilliant answer, one that proves you genuinely care for this town and its people from the bottom of your heart. As such, I would be delighted to offer my support in your future endeavors. Chefs and kings alike must seek out new knowledge and new challenges to bring the people joy. Indeed, that is how I know you will make a fine ruler. You're too kind. Is that a royal chef's guarantee? Oh, I didn't get to say. I was hoping I'd get to read it. Yes, I saw much in my own time in the royal palace. Once upon a time, the previous king too strived to make a country a better place. But at a certain point, the king lost the will to carry on. I hope you will not end up the same way. And now I fear I must take my leave.
Places to be?
Why, I'm going to cook for the people of Martira. Their wounds of the heart have not yet healed after all. And having tasted the dish you provided, I find my zeal for cooking renewed. I have much to learn before I perfect my craft. If by any chance you were to become a king, I would not be opposed to working in the royal palace once again. And now, farewell.
Yeah. Well, we got a world-class cook on our side. We better give this all we've got.
And yet, my follower count doesn't tick up any. Okay, so that is done. Let's save. Let's go hang out with Maria. And then see if anyone wants to hang out the nighttime. Maybe Alonzo. We can finally find out if my guesses about him are right. I hope so. I hope so.
Oh, hell.
Hey, Frank. I'm gonna go hang out with a kid. Let's save. Because is Tiff still here? Is Tiff still here? Oh, and I see Crystal popping the link tree over on YouTube. Thank you, Crystal, for popping over to YouTube and putting it there. If there is anyone lurking, that includes all of our social media, including a Discord invite link. Okay. Let's do this. Let's actually advance the game. We've been playing for almost 2 hours and accomplished nothing.
Mister,
I'll be so surprised. Are we like allowed to max her out if there are more pictures for Nuris to draw? We should talk. Yay. Let's see. Quiggity said we're trying to find someone to shove bread into, so we're talking to NPCs while the world ends. Oak said also, it hopefully won't be too bad because other family members are very nice. I just don't have to interact with the Nazi incest one that much. I think this is the most of the words Nazi and incest have been used in our channel in quite a while. Hey, Maria.
Mister.
Oh, Mister, you're here. Oh, that's right. Last time, though, there was like a child who looked like he was dying that she wanted to be friend. Let's find out if her friend is dead. Let's find out if a child is going to die. Oh, Mister, you're here. That reminds me, I have Nuris's drawings on me. I think Maria would be happy if I gave one to her. Wait, I got new ones, apparently, I guess. Oh, that's right. That was on the way to the frosty forest place. I gave the Solstice Crossing drawing to Maria. Wow, so pretty. The leaves are so red and the snow's so white. This drawing makes me so excited. I told Maria about all the memories I made there. I see. So there's really a place like that outside of Grand Trad.
Thank you.
Thank you, mister. I'll ask Miss Fabienne if we can hang them up in the inn's walls. Oh, I need to go in there at some point and see if the pictures are actually hanging up. If I look at the picture, I stop feeling lonely because I think of you on your journey, and you can come back and look at them too, right?
You know.
I've been waiting for you, mister. Are you hungry? Miss Fabienne cooked up some food. I sure am, kiddo.
Oh, yay.
Yay! We can all eat together today. It's a party. Yay, we're having a party. Vera said, oh yeah, I should check the wiki. Oak said to Queen Katie, where are you shoving that bread? Queen Katie said, ask Logan. Noobly said,
up, you two.
tell the model
Smells
story.
good, doesn't it? Hope you like it. This dish has some complexity to it.
Do you guys really want to hear? I think I've told this story twice in stream, so I apologize if there's any VOD watchers. Skip ahead like 2 minutes here. Okay, so I'll tell the model story. So I of course do acting. I have an agent for acting and everything like that. But there's one time, a few years back, this is before pandemic, before streaming, before any of that stuff. My agent got a hold of me and basically said, hey, we got this potential job for you. It's a little different than you normally do because it's a modeling job. We wanted to check if you're interested because the client came in and asked to look through all of our headshots. We showed our model headshots and they asked if they could see our actors' headshots as well. We showed those and they're interested in you for the job. And so are you interested in being considered for this? And I'm like, well, a job is a job. Why not? And then they said, okay. And so I said, yeah. And so they said, great, that's wonderful because to be absolutely honest, yours was the only headshot that they liked out of any of them. Yours, so if you want it, it's yours. You don't even have to audition. You were cast. You're the only person they liked. And I'm like thinking, this is kind of nice. And this was such good timing for me because I had just had my heart broken with a rejection that shattered me, completely destroyed me on the inside. And I was so depressed for weeks straight. I'd get home and I would just lie in bed and do nothing. I was a horrible, horrible dark depression during this whole time. And so that made me feel kind of good. And so they gave me the address of the place. They said before the day of the shoot, they'd like to meet with you and talk with you and go over what it is and wardrobe stuff and all that type of, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, they gave me the address. I go there, park on the side of the street. I'm walking up to the building. Right as I'm about to head in, a person passes by me on the way out. That'll be important in a moment. And then I go in and there's 3 different doors and they didn't tell me which doors. So I was trying to pull out my phone, check for instructions, trying to figure out which of the 3 doors I was supposed to knock on. And then one of them suddenly just swings open. I might have figured out knocked, but it bursts open and there's a guy on his cell phone and he's saying, yes, he is. Yes, you're right. He is. He's right here. Yes, he is. Thank you. Goodbye. And he hangs up and he says, that was my business partner. You just passed him on the way in. So that was the guy that was leaving the building as I was coming in. That was my business partner. You passed him on the way in and he saw you and he was so excited. He had to call me on the phone and say, he's here. Do you see him? He's perfect. He is exactly what we need. And I'm like, this is really building me up. I'm like, wow. I'm starting to feel good about myself for the first time. They've all right, okay. And he's like, come on, and we'll sit down and we'll discuss what it is. And okay, so I go and I sit down and he explains, so what it is these are going to be some photographs that are going to be used in ads for, he said they're called home networking devices. I think there's a better term for that, but that's what he was calling them. He said it's basically networking devices around your home. And what this one is this one is for a security camera at the door, on the doorbell. So it's kind of like a Ring camera type of a thing. And he said, so what we want in the ad is we want a photograph of somebody who's going to be there and he's going to have flowers, he's there to knock on the door and ask a girl out on the date, but is so obviously, hopelessly, the girl would never want to go on a date with this guy, let alone even answer the door for him. And so that's why it's good that there's security cameras so she doesn't have to answer the door for this awful, hopeless, never want to date this guy in a million years type of guy. And all of that building up of my confidence came crashing down. And so I did the job. I mean, the money was still green. But yeah. Anyway, so that was the modeling story. The one and only modeling job that I've ever done. We should play some game. What was she saying? Eat up, you too. Smells good, doesn't it? Hope you like it. This dish has some complexity to it. That's a lot of food. And outdoors for some reason. Are we just inviting people on the street to eat?
There's more than enough for everyone.
Aw, she's adorable. Look at those waves. Is Tiff still here? I hope Tiff is still here to see this. Huh?
I was thinking, maybe it would be good if I gave some of Miss Fabian's food to hungry people.
So this is just feeding the poor. What happened to the dying kid that she was so concerned about? I hope the kid shows up, or maybe the kid doesn't because he's dead.
Everyone's scared of people they don't understand or don't know. That's why they were mean to me too. So maybe if we get everyone to eat lots of good food together, they'll talk to each other and get along.
We can hope for the best. I want to help.
I'd like to help too. What can I do?
Thank you. Can you serve the food?
Yes. I'm gonna put on a Hooters uniform and I'm gonna be a waitress.
Now hold on.
Let's not be hasty about inviting those sorts in, What if they make a habit of skulking around here?
Which, the homeless people or the prince?
Well, take a look yourself before you start clutching your pearls. Not a single one has even taken a plate, as you can plainly see.
I need to warn you, Mom. Even if you demand compensation later, I've naught to give you.
And I'm telling you, I don't need any. Maria and I just don't want you dying of hunger. After all, we're neighbors, and I won't ignore any of you any longer. Truth be told, I turned a blind eye to your plight. But Maria saw it plain, and my eyes were opened. And I realized that it isn't right. It's not all right at all. So, go ahead and eat your fill. You've my word. There are no tricks here.
But is this going to be one of those things like at the park where they say don't feed the bears because then the bears won't be able to learn to fend for themselves? Because this bro here looks like he's got bear ears. I don't think he's going to be able to find food for himself after this.
I have a portion for you as well. Surely you've heard whispers about the honeybees fair now, haven't you?
Yay! Maria's idea proved to be a huge success. A large crowd formed and we served plenty of food.
Is it true that you ran your own business?
Yeah, it was a cryptocurrency NFT type of a thing. Oh, it all collapsed on me. I have so many JPEGs of ugly apes.
Yes, Mom. At one point, I owned a factory and had several hired hands in my employ. But then, I was swindled by a moneylender. I'd like to work my way up again. Or even earn just enough to put a roof over my head. But once you've lost your footing, it's hard to stand back up on your own.
Hey, perhaps you could find a place that will put him to work. I've heard you're well connected around these parts.
We're not even involved in this conversation. We're just like across the street listening in.
I'll consider it.
But they befriended each other, so
he's here.
Oh, it's the dying kid! We're gonna find out if the kid's gonna die. We're gonna see a child possibly croak.
You should try Miss Fabian's cooking. It's really good.
I'm sure it will heal your broken arm and leg and your tuberculosis.
Why? Because eating yummy food makes everyone happy. And when my friends are happy, I'm happy too.
Because usually people are sad looking at you.
We're friends. But you're normal, and I'm not.
Huh?
I've been thinking about a whole lot of things lately. And we did this today because I met you.
Wait, how is he not normal? He's a party puss, but she's like half Ishkia and half rogue, right?
Talking to people makes things better. It makes it so even things that were sad feel a little brighter. It's like a light in the dark all of a sudden. Or actually, it's more like you see it was never dark to begin with.
Okay, this is really sweet. I think a lot of it also is kind of the music playing and the fact that this is just coming from an adorable little kid.
I want everyone to know that.
Aw. Yeah, he's about to die.
I'm Maria. What's your name?
It's Apis. I couldn't even remember my own name.
Nice to meet you, Apis. So, do you think anything around here has changed?
Let's get him like a place to sit.
Maybe for the better?
He's gonna collapse at any moment, Maria.
I'm not sure, but it does feel a little different, yeah.
Do you want to come eat with us?
I hope he doesn't like stuff his face and die. Apparently that's like a thing. I've heard that if you go a long time, like where you're practically starving, malnourished, that if you eat too much all at once for your first meal, you can actually die that way. Because it'll be like more than your body will have the energy to digest. And it's just like, okay, nope, can't do it. I enjoyed a heartwarming meal with Maria and Apis. And loading screen. Let me read some more in the oh, no, we're back here now.
Everyone looks so happy.
Yeah, it's a shame that boy died as soon as we cut away from that scene. Oak says, yeah, it's editable for all users. I just don't know if anyone else would bother taking so much time for this. Queen said it is, then I would definitely love fixing up my own page later. Lol. Oak said to Queen Kitty, yeah, it's a wiki. Queen Kitty said, yeah, I was making suggestions if it's Oak editable only. Lol. Oak says everyone can edit it. Oh my gosh, I need to make a Judge Udgy pays. Actually, there were 3 Dream Daddy streams. Oh, were there 3? I thought there were only 2. Thank you for the correction. Queen Kitty said, Alonzo time. Rah! Beer said, Judge Udgy pays page is going to be harder to do because the bit started around 1-5, and we don't have VODs for that. I don't think we have any VODs before, like, toward the latter portion of AA3. Vera said, and I don't think the VODs were around back then. Oh, Castle! Gifting a sub. Wait, who'd you gift a sub to? To Simple Beans. Simple Beans. I like that. Simple Beans. That's fun to say. Are you lurking? I don't know if you're here or not, but Castle, thank you so much for gifting the sub to Simple Beans. It's like the Kingdom Hearts song, Simple and Beans. Thank you so much, Castle. That's like so nice to you. I really appreciate that. Simple Beans, if you're there, I guess I can give you the rundown of the channel. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Right now, we're alternating between this game, as you can see, Metaphor ReFantazio, and the other one is Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. So that means after tonight is done, the next stream will be on Sunday for Ace Attorney, and Tuesday we'll pick up wherever we end up leaving off here. We still got like an hour right now. But thank you so much for gifting the sub, Castle. That was so nice of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I should play some more. Everyone looks so happy.
Miss Fabian said she wanted to try doing that again. She even wants to get some of the townspeople to help out too.
That's great. I'll help with that too. Yeah, let's say they all help with it too. I think that'd make her happy.
You'll always have my support.
You'll help us serve food again, right, mister?
As long as I don't gotta
Me and
cook.
Aphis are friends now too. We're going to go play with Harundo and the others too next time.
Harundo, you have a lot of friends. Well, Harundo's obviously going to be that other kid that we saw last time. So let's just say you have a lot of friends. I think that's going to make her happy. You have a lot of friends.
It sounds like you're making plenty of friends.
I said a lot, not plenty, protagonist. You chew up the words I put in your mouth.
Yep, it's a lot of fun. You know, all of these good things happen because of you, mister.
Huh?
You gave me those pictures of your journey, remember? When I look at these pictures, I imagine your voice in my head saying, just do your best.
That was a good impression. Just do your best. Maybe that's what his voice should have been. Instead of, I will help you out, it'd be, I will help you out. Just do it. So out of left field. I love it. Just do your best. Oh my gosh. That right there alone suddenly made her one of the best follower bonds
I like
in that.
it when you're here, and sometimes I'm still lonely when you're not around. But
Sorry, I'm still just chuckling
I'm
at
not
that.
going to ask you not to go.
That's just Holdenberger.
Oh, she gets us mixed up. That is fair. We're both grown-ups, and all grown-ups probably look the same to her. She's ageist against grown-ups. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. Just do your best. Or maybe she heard us like quoting Hulkenberg. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vero. I appreciate that. So what's she saying? I like it when you're here, and sometimes I'm still lonely when you're not around, but I'm not going to ask you not to go. Is that how you really feel? Because you have a home now.
Is that because you have a home now?
I
No-
used
no
to want
mag?
to run away from Grand Trad
Oh.
so badly. I didn't feel at home here. So I thought there was someplace else I should go to. I wanted Miss Fabian to like me so much. But the more important thing really was, if I liked Miss Fabian,
I found out I can like other people and follow them around and watch them while they sleep, and that's just as fulfilling as an actual relationship. I think I'm going to start some parasocial relationships with VTubers after this.
Let me read some more comments in the chat. Let's see. And Vero with the Unlurk. Welcome back, Vero. Castle says, Forden, more like for dead. Can we get his head, please, pin? I would have read that before. Rukov says, is the model story on the wiki? Did anyone add the fact that Logan is never nude? He showers in a swim blazer. Oh, the swim blazer should definitely be in there. Or the fact that he is afraid of the dark. I'm not afraid of the dark. I just prefer light mode. The fact that I love Ovaltine should be on there. He is on camera telling his mom that he likes being alone. I was playing a character! When he played Cyberpunk 2077, he kept claiming that he didn't kill anyone. Okay, that was one of my favorite things. So when we were playing Cyberpunk 2077, I was trying to Batman it by just like not killing people. So all of my weapons, I added all the things that made them like non-lethal, but people were obviously just dying left and right. And so just one of my favorite things, like walk up to somebody whose limbs have all exploded, all bled out, isn't breathing. It's like, yeah, you'll be fine. I'm Batmaning this. It says, if he ever comes to your home, he will trail monsters there. Okay, that's true. If he's running around saying, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, run, he's the imposter wearing orange. Sometimes. There's suggest a poll. Oak said, favorite piece of channel lore, Beef Longabat, Snow Gal, Dark Mode Logan, Little Bit Onkers. Queen Gator said, I wish I remembered the quote number for Logan's famous catchphrase. Queen Gator said, oh gosh, yeah. Queen Gator said, bardenly, instead of frankly, there's not a moment to lose. Oak says, Longa should look into finding a way to make the quote list public. I guess I could just copy it. That'd take a long time because of the way it's formatted, though. Oak says, I know if you see it in Streamlabs dashboard if you run the channel, but there's got to be a way to make the list public. Can mods check it out on the Streamlabs dashboard? Queen Gator said, well, I could jump into another rabbit hole and make a spreadsheet for quotes, add them as I go along. Ooh. Vera said, whoopsie, Oak, I was working on a poll. Rukov said, I really wish I could go back and watch Logan's Cyberpunk streams. Yeah, I don't think any of them are saved in VODs, sadly. But we had a lot of, that game was very glitchy. The Streamlabs didn't like it very much. That was back when I used that instead of OBS. Vera said, I'll do yours next. Queen Katie said, okay, I'm jumping in the hole. I'm Alice now. I'm making a spreadsheet of quotes for fun. Tiff said to Queen Katie, nice to meet you, Alice. Oak said, Rukov, I wish we could see all of Longa's old VODs. Oak said to Queen Katie, jumping in the hole, you say. Queen Katie said, ditto. Oak with the whole command. Castle says, I definitely thought that the Ordemos story was going to revolve into, quote, we'll let people die, then eat them. I don't know, ... if this is better or worse. Tiff said, Luis gets stuck in the again, that's not a bad word, but I don't know if that's just too, like, lewd to say in the that chair while Zorba sleeps. But yes, Tiff, that. Crystal says, protag is, very goated. Oh, you're talking about Death Note again? Oak said, to be fair, she's on episode 1, and the part where she was talking about was him killing a guy who was doing that to a woman. Yes, because that was, I do it, because, like, early on, you think, like, oh, he's going to be a good guy, and then fast forward a few days, and he's like, nope, he's a mass murderer. Cypher says, playing the new Mario Kart with friends. Can't stay, but who'd luck on the fights to come. Thank you very much, Cypher. Hope you're enjoying Mario Kart. I hope that, because okay, the new Mario Kart world has added, like, so many random new characters, which I think is delightful fun. You can play as, like, cows and crabs and dolphins and things like that. I hope that they either have or will add the Koopalings. I loved them being choosable characters in Mario Kart 8. Oak said, to be fair, yeah, she's on episode 1. Oh, that part there. Being bad to a woman says, Oak said, this poll may be rigged. Vera said, laughing, I guess who feels strongly about Little Badonkers. Crystal says, hey, Vera was laughing. All right, I should get back to the game. I don't know how far behind I am. I gotta be really far behind because I feel like that was a conversation from a very long time ago. So again, if you're lurking on Twitch or on YouTube, thank you for putting up with all of this reading of the chat. I wanted Miss Fabienne to like me so much, but the more important thing really was if I liked Miss Fabienne.
When I realized that, I learned that I can pick where my home is. I can choose where I belong. And right now, I've picked this place. This is my home.
You've made a bad choice. You are impoverished. You should have chosen a rich family's home, Maria. Nod my head.
Oh, I miss my dad. I don't know if you remember, he died. It was only a few months ago, but I'm a child. My dad's dead. I'm an orphan. No one's going to adopt me.
I'll wait here with Miss Fabienne, so...
Oh yeah, I gotta leave. This is really awkward. Bye.
Can't die, okay? So please come back.
What do you think this is, an Atlas game? I promise, I won't die. I'll make this country kind. No, that's not promising. That would help us. Say you promise. Promise you won't die. I promise.
I promise you I'll come back, Maria.
Maybe it's a ghost. Ah, there we go.
It's a promise.
No, even if I die, I will haunt you. How about that? Deal? I can sense Maria's profound kindness and her unwavering trust in me. Leveling up in my brain.
Pure-hearted maiden, Maria, keeper and heritor of the healer's virtues. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee.
You already look ghostly. Give me back the blue hair.
That is true. Like the really, really pale blue is very ghostly. It's like it reminds me of Boo Berry's cereal. And I don't know if you guys realize this. Boo Berry is a ghost. He's the best one of the breakfast cereal monsters, though. But yes, I do depart with you though on the feelings about heterochromia. I actually prefer his eyes to be the same color, but that's just me. But maybe I am heterochromophobic. I don't know. But thank you very much, Vero, for the 10 bits. I appreciate it.
By the grace of her newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Oh yeah, so she was the healer archetype. I can't remember the name of whatever the healer evolved into. Is probably, I don't know, like the cleric or the nurse. I don't know. So maybe now it's going to be the doctor? Well, yeah, what's the maximum? The surgeon? The pediatrician, because she's a kid?
I want to be with Mr. Forever.
The Savior! Oh, yeah, because, you know what? All right, that's, I guess, a natural progression. The party can now study the Savior and Scion's essence, increase skill inheritance slots for the healer lineage to 4. Yay! Look at how many I still haven't unlocked at all. Savior archetype unlocked. You can now study the Savior in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. And more skills can now be inherited, blah, 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 blah.
If you don't come back on your own, I'll find you and bring you back.
I will drag your deceased corpse back here and leave it to rot in the corner.
I still dream about going on a journey one day. To all sorts of faraway places. I'll even go to where Papa never went to. I'll see those places for him.
Aww.
And then it'll be my turn to tell you all about my journey.
Nod
Do
my
the two
head.
of you have a moment? Lend me a hand with the inn, will you?
Okay, coming. Let's go.
She's adorable. Maria's smile never faded as we helped Fabienne with tasks around the inn. Thanks to the strong bond of trust that has been developed between Maria and I, the people of Sunshade Row in Grand Trad now all support me. Yay! Homeless people can vote too! I do like that we're like slowly crawling our way back up to our ranking.
What should I do?
All right. Oh yeah, please be Alonzo. I hear a voice. Be Alonzo. It's probably gonna be Norris. It's Norris. We can go hang out with him though. Is there still no sign of my lovely little relics? Norris comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. Let's check to see who all is available first. Is it just Norris? Oh, we got a whole lot. We got Norris. We got Katarina. We got Alonzo. We got Brigitta. Oh, this is fantastic. We got so many people to hang out with. I mean, Norris is farthest behind, but I feel like he's available every evening, so he should probably be the lowest priority. I really want to see what's going on with Alonzo, but maybe we should do a poll. Can we do a really quick, like, 1 minute poll? Norris, Catherine, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a really quick poll here. Poll. We got to do, let's see. Whomst to Hankst outst withst. We got Norris, Alonzo, Katarina, Brigitta,
Alonzo. Beg him boo.
Wait. Oh, with a P. I thought you said beg him for a second. Well, you can vote now. I am leaning toward Alonzo. Was there anybody here in the inn? You get speech bubbles while we're waiting? Potty piss regular. If you were half as diabolical as Luis makes you out to be, well then, I doubt Fabienne and Maria would rely on you so much. Though, I suppose the support of the hushed honeybee doesn't mean all that much in the grand scale of things. But believe me, mate, we'll be on your side until the very end. You can always let your guard down around here. And by the way, thank you for the 10 bits in case I forgot to say it. Oh yeah, we should check to see if the pictures are up anywhere. Are the pictures that I don't see them. I thought Maria said she was gonna hang all the pictures up in the hushed honeybee. Oh, is that them? Oh, those are our pictures! She did hang them up! Art gallery? It's decorated with the drawings I gave to Maria. Oh, that's so... Oh, we can look at them! So it looks like that there's gotta be at least a couple of holes, but we're done with her follower bond. The sights depicted in these pictures must seem like a complete fantasy to the people who've never left Grand Trad. Oh, the poll is done! Alonzo won with 100% of the vote with 69 votes. Nice. Quingated contributing 610 channel points, and nobody voted anybody else. So I guess we have unanimity. Maria?
Mister, I'm strong now, so I won't cry anymore. I'll always be here to welcome you back with a smile.
She still cries. Fabienne? It's not surprising considering the way things are in this city, but I've been getting fewer customers at night. I suppose the silver lining is that I no longer have to trouble you for help. I have no doubt you have already too much on your plate, Aziz. Okay, we should also probably check to see if there are any other side quests we can pick up in town. Otherwise, yeah, let's go hang out with Alonzo. He's probably still back down in Brylehaven. Crystal says 234 votes for my son, not bad. Tiff says thumbs bleeding, did I win? Oak says to Tiff, don't worry, I help too. Crystal says nope /J. Oh, I have reportable quests. What's still reportable?
What now?
What now? Oh, it's Norris. It's Norris. But we're gonna go hang out with Alonzo. Alonzo. Alonzo! I've made up my mind. All that's left is for him, ... Alonzo comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. Yeah, we should talk. We should go talk. Also here, when we get there, though, I want to check my quests. I want to see if any of them give wisdom, because we seriously need wisdom. I should read some more in the chat. Oh, yeah. Hang on, I gotta scroll in the chat, though. I can't do it when it's on that loading screen. Quigita says, excuse me, Crystal says, Quigita said, the Arcana is a means that is revealed. Tiff said, Arcana is a means by which I was revealed. Quigita said, or something like that. Viewer said, deleted just to be safe, no politics here. To Noobly. Oak says, no, I wasn't mentioned because I was busy that night. I'm sorry, Oak. But it was still fun. Tiff says to Oak, haha, everyone pointing and laugh at Oak, haha. Vera said, wait, mention in what? In my today's TikTok. Oak said, new Logan Robo TikTok. Vera said, oh, let me go check. Castle says, no real world politics, I assume. I was going to riff on in-game politics, but I can refrain. Yeah, in-game, as long as you're not doing it as a thinly veiled metaphor for like real world stuff, if that makes sense. Oh, that looks like that looks like a side quest.
Please?
You got a side quest for me, bro? Gabby Mustari.
Hello.
Hello. Well, going out of your way to talk to a Mustari like me, I admire your pluck, lad. Lad, you've piqued my interest, so let me share something with you I picked up at a tavern. It's about that old structure called the Forsaken Tower north of here. Oh, we've already been there. I think we have, haven't we? It's teeming with powerful monsters, and none who step inside have never stepped back out. I hear there's 3 such towers in the world, and apparently the number itself isn't insignificant. Anyway, to look at you, Elder, with a ferry in tow, you wouldn't happen to be the hero who saved the island, would you? In that case, I think there's something in particular you should hear. Consider this. Top secret. Apparently, there's some sort of legendary monster at the top. I've heard it's something to do with a trial for obtaining a forbidden power. Crap, that reminds me, I still need to go and do, like, Coliseum fights. There's so much, I'm not gonna get to do everything. I hate time management in these games. I won't be able to do everything. Well, that's all I could tell you. Anyone who's looked into it hasn't survived to tell the tale. But considering you dealt with the dragon god and saved our island, if a forbidden power's real, I'd want it to go to a hero like you. I've no doubt the chief would agree, so I'll leave it to you to see if this legend rings true. If you want to dive a little deeper into the trial, try the informant in the tavern. I've got a lot of information there. Trial of the Dragon! Mad Mischief. Oh, the rank is as high as the final thing, so we gotta, I guess, level up before doing this. There's supposed to be, is this gonna be like a super boss or something? There's supposed to be a secret power that dwells in the Forsaken Tower located north of Brylehaven. I'll need all the strength I can to fight Luis, so it might be worth going there if I can spare the time. The more you risk, the more you stand to gain, I should hope. I'll be shoving off now, though. Best of luck out there.
All right.
A forbidden power in a Forsaken Tower. Well, rhymes. Fun! We should check it out. It's fun if we almost die.
Oh, what do you gotta say, little Eugene buddy?
I guess it's over then.
Aye, swearing! Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn! I've never seen riots like this in the city before. Even when the whole darn world went to heck, Brylehaven folk always supported each other. That's why I loved it here. Okay. We gotta watch that boy's mouth out with soap. Exhausted woman! I'd previously heard some unpleasant rumors about you, but now after seeing who you really are with my own eyes, I believe in you. Please, you cannot fail. I will do all I can to offer you my support. All right, back to Alonzo. Back to Alonzo. Nothing's gonna distract me. Oh, we got a bubble here to pop. Frustrated pauper. Soon this luxury inn and all the noble jerks in it will burn to the ground. Serves you lot right. You can erect a fantasy gravestone in the ashes. Fussing.
What would you do if Gallica made a cute rhyme when you were hanging out? Would you propose on the spot?
I was expecting that to be a boo. Ah! Here's what would happen. Okay, so if Gallic and I were hanging out, if it was like a date actually hanging out, It'd be the type of thing where I'd secretly maybe start paying attention to the prices of engagement rings, like just right from the get-go. But you can't propose right away, because then the girl will go on the defensive and go like, "Whoa, this is moving way too fast." But you can do it where you say later to your grandkids, like, "That was the moment I knew we were going to get married." But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I do appreciate that. Lamenting Man. I was happy I could root for someone, and for it all to turn out like this. If I knew I'd feel this sad, I wouldn't have ever gotten invested in the first place.
Oi, don't say that. What about the time we spent supporting them together? Wasn't that precious too? Don't give up, it's not over. We have to see this through to the end.
Hey, Alonzo. You like my skateboarding? Hey, Alonzo. Hey, Alonzo. Hey, Alonzo. Look what I can do. Is that cool, Alonzo? Want to hang out, Alonzo?
You?
Something's changed about you. Something big, though I get the feeling this is how you were to begin with. I'd like to see this ideal world of yours. The time has come for our production's final act, my once-in-a-lifetime performance, and you, my friend, are pivotal to its success. Are you ready for this?
Okay, so we gotta recap what happened. So, we met, because it was months. We met him, he was like a con man, right? But then he became our friend, and then we found out this whole sob story about how like his village was being attacked by a landlord or something like that. I can't remember exactly. So we went to the village and we saw his mom die. And I think the village might have partially burned down or something like that. And so he wants to take revenge. And but he's a con man. And so I've been saying, I'm holding out hope that the mom didn't really die, that she wasn't really his mom. She was like a paid actor pretending, and this is all a con against me. And by our final hangout, or maybe even this one, we're gonna find out that whoops, it was just a con. So ideally, we'll find out maybe this time it was just a con. His mom's fine, nobody died, it's okay. And then the next one will be like learning that we still be friends, even though he's like a deceitful person. Also, he's an idiot, so he ought to turn into a baby. I'm just saying, he should. Or maybe next time. I just want it to be that his mom is fine and that the whole thing was a con. Okay, that's just a recap for where we're at. You know I am, I'm ready for this. With overflowing courage, I convey to Alonzo my determination to trust his vision and go along with whatever happens.
Thank you.
Thank you. I knew you'd say that. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Ready to go. I'm ready!
If that's the case.
Also, chat, we are close to the 2.5 hour mark, so now's probably a good time to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions. I was thinking I probably ought to keep an eye out that if we ever have like multiple raid suggestions that are like, some of them are really, really low or playing games that I'd like to see, I should copy them down and maybe use them for like the future. But now's a good time to keep an eye out. The last hour of the stream, I think after all the lurkers realized he's not doing anything. He's just running around talking to random people. I think it's become a little bit sleepier. So we'll see if we have enough for a raid a bit later on, huh?
Maybe he will turn into a baby and say this is my true self. See, I'm not always deceitful or something. Boo.
Ah! Thank you for the 10 bits. Maybe he'll turn into a baby and just go,
boss baby.
And then it just stops right there. And it ends and there's no explanation. I think either of those sound delightful, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. Okay, I appreciate it.
Shall we head for the tavern then? This calls for a celebration, so let us feast. You could not have wandered into my life at a worse possible time, but I suppose that's precisely why you were my destiny all along. Take care.
Wait, so we're just meeting with him at the tavern? Let's see. Vera said, "Oh my gosh, made it in life, aka getting mentioned in a LoganRobo TikTok." I'm pretty sure you've been mentioned before, haven't you? Oak said, "Vero, you've been mentioned lots of long at TikTok." See, Queen Gator said, "Wow, apparently it's very easy to make a quote spreadsheet. It's nice so far. I'm gonna post it in spoiler chat so the others can edit it because I can't go through 600 quotes myself." Crystal says, "My favorite recent Logan TikTok is spoilers. Jin missing." It's the Jin fight. The Jin fight, whatever we say it, from Persona 3. I am so glad people like that one, because that one took so long to make. My head hurts. Did he drug us? Is he a con man? I think he's a con man. He drugged us. Yay! He drugged us, so he was just a fake, right? My head hurts. I was supposed to be eating with Alonzo at the tavern. I must have passed out. And I don't think it was by choice. Huh? This isn't the Brylehaven Square?
Listen to me!
Oh, he's not saying anymore. Who do you think was behind all this wickedness? Yes, it was that scoundrel Cuculus. Oh, that's right. That's Alonso's other name, Cuculus. Whoa! He's got a knife. I think it's a knife. Maybe it's a boomerang or a really flat, pale banana. He deceived good people, then sold them into slavery. He lined his pockets with dirty money to fuel his life of utter debauchery. Some of you may wonder if my words can be trusted given my own intentions. After all, am I not a villain myself? Okay, but wasn't this guy... There was someone we ran into in the last hangout with him that, like, was a bad guy, but we convinced to work with us, so maybe this is just like, this is a con. He's saying, but why? Why? Okay, I'm gonna assume this is a con. This is just a con. He's fine. He's not in any danger. You would not be wrong, for Cuculus held my family hostage and forced me to abuse my powers to defraud you. To those who have suffered under the burden of unfair taxes, you have my sincerest apologies. To refuse him would have put my family in jeopardy.
However...
But I was not his only victim. Cuculus razed his hometown to ashes when it became a hindrance to his schemes. Okay, yeah, so he's definitely lying on his behalf, because we saw that happen, but again, I don't know if that's a con. I am so confused. I am very confused. And worst of all, when his own mother defied him, he killed her in retaliation. Huh?
Dreadful.
How could he? His own mother?
What have you done?
I mean, I can understand someone else's mother, but not his own. He's a monster. Oh, crap. Crap. What was that? I accidentally clicked the button. Say something that's a lie. Yeah, okay, I'll go with say something. Why not? We'll do say something.
You're horrible.
Say something. You should die. I'm a shouting child. Alonso didn't react. He can't hear me over this crowd.
Now then.
There's no talking your way out of this. Tell us you repent, Cuculus.
Repent, huh? What is there to repent for? A swill of ale tastes like ambrosia when it is bought with money pilfered from you fools.
Okay, so he's acting like he is a bad guy. What is his plan here? Is he gonna fake his own execution just so he's like, no, they'll stop coming after my village? That's probably what it is, yeah. Because they're threatening his loved ones. And so if he pretends to, because I'm pretty sure we recruited this guy, right? So maybe he's gonna pretend to be executed. And then, like, they won't come after him anymore? Something like that?
Thanks, friend.
I've made fortunes from this man in particular. What good are soft hearts in positions of power, if not easy prey? My mother, my hometown, oh, as if I ever gave a diddly darn about them. Am I the one at fault here? No! You have only yourselves to blame for your folly.
You devil!
He's horrid!
Yeah.
Just kill him already! Please don't kill him. Please do not kill him. There you are. You finally arrived. Huh?
Hear me.
Good people! This brave young man here, Mantis, he's in the election, you remember, turned into a giant monster or something. Not important now. Is the one who saved my family. Huh? He pretended to work with Cuculus and saved the victims in his clutches. Okay, so again, this is part of the con. So he's also doing this to make me look. Why did he not tell me about this beforehand? Is Mantis just that bad of an actor? I mean, he already sounds like he is the way he normally talks. Furthermore, he captured the wicked Kerr himself and handed him over to me.
Understood?
As you all may know, he is a candidate to become the new king. He is a true hero, one deserving of the crown. Double exclamation point. What? This kid?
Oh my.
That boy will become king? Oh my.
Here.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Hero in the flesh, look at this right mess you've gotten me into.
Tell me the truth. Explain this. Please stop this. This seems like a bad idea. There are so many ways this can go wrong.
Why?
Please just stop this.
Oh, I'm betting big on your big ideals. Thank you for changing my life.
Remember your vow.
Win, Mantis, for the sake of this world.
Okay, if he's with a knife, if he's gonna fake an execution. Oh wait, but Nydia turned into babies. Maybe he'll go like to chop off his head, but he'll like zoop into a baby and so it'll disappear in the coat and it'll look small. I don't understand what's going on. But looking into Alonso's eyes, I can sense his determination and unquestionable faith in me. Alright, we're leveling up!
You gave me a reason
Logan,
to
can
live.
you say big in the Alonso voice
Truly.
to cure my soul?
After this execution, I'm going over to the big building. Oh,
thank you for the 10 bits, Oak. I hope that cured your soul. I appreciate that. Magic Shop Dealmaker allows purchase of rare items at magic shops in all cities. Grifter's Eye unlocks analyzed data for all enemies with certain exceptions. Oh, that's fantastic! So we can do that, right? We don't have to like fight them and figure it out. We just, yeah, is that what that means? Awesome. We should read what the other one says. Most enemies can now be analyzed due to the effects of Grifter's Eye.
Now then.
Then let his life be forfeit. So ends the crimes of Cuculus. Oh, what? Oh! The landowner carried out the sentence. Alonso is slain. Like, fake though, right? We've got one more hangout with this guy. Alone, I left the scene and returned to the inn. Okay, so Alonso's probably gonna show up in disguise at the inn and be like, did you like that performance? Let me explain what I was doing. Thanks to Alonso's sacrifice, the entire village now supports me. Yay!
The day of the hero draws near.
What?
Which shall see the crowning of a new king. 30 days remain.
We do still have one hangout with him, right? Or did that max it out? That didn't max it out, right? There's a letter and a package from Frank.
Have a look.
I hope this package has made it to you safely and you'll find its contents useful. However I can assist you, I will. Life-saving medicine.
Got it?
Oh yeah, we've got one more hangout with him. The Day of the Hero starts at the dawn of October 27th, but we do have to consider recovering your approval rating, so let's aim to have things cleared at least 2 days before.
I see.
Which means we have until October 25th to do as we wish. We'll have our hands full with getting people back to normal and getting your support back while we're at it.
Speaking of which...
That reminds me, Batlin was telling me about Altabury's Opera House. They're done with renovations, and apparently you can go see plays there now. He's certainly a showman, that one. Oh, also we should check out, I wonder when the hot springs at Altabury were over. I want to take Alka to the hot springs. And seeing we've still got time, it may be a good idea to stop at the hot spring at Altabury. Yes, yes. It's just as important to rest our fatigued bodies and spirits. I don't know if that's a good use of time, but we should at least like save before doing it and go in and do it and see what it is, see what bonus we get. Maybe like maybe there'll be a cutscene. I think that'll be wonderful. Let's see. I hear a voice within my mind. Oh, Danny. I still have to tell them something. I can tell a Denny is reaching out to me.
If we can hear a Denny's voice all the way from here, it must be important.
Wait, why a Denny? Yufa, we need wisdom to hang out with her. So where's Alonso? See, we still got one more with Alonso. Okay, Barden. Okay, let's go see what Denny wants, and then we'll hang out with Frank. I guess. What day on the calendar is it, by the way? I gotta pay attention when we reach Idol's Day. Okay, today's Waters Day, so we got a few days till Big Bargain Day. Okay, wow. Wow. I don't know what the heck is happening. Did I? Oh no, that's just things. Did we save? Let's save again. I am very confused by everything that is happening right now with Alonso. Let's go see a Denny, and yeah. Yes. Reading some more, Vera says to Oak, nope, this Arcana clip is my magnum opus. Quiggity said, posted the quote archive spreadsheets in the spoiler chat. I'm sure some people already got some good quotes to add in there. Should note, though, this is only for official added quotes. Don't be greedy and add quotes that haven't been added to the actual quote command. I concur. Now let's get down to Virga. There we go. Etria, Virga Island. And let's go to, there we go, Dragon Statue Plaza. He's probably got like a side quest for us or something.
Gonna teleport? Okay, let's do it.
I probably should like spend some time going to each city and seeing if any city has new side quests for me. Weedle says, hey Queen, you should make a spreadsheet of all the quotes that we have made and from whom. Queen Gator said, I ain't doing that. Weedle said, but it'd be funny. Queen Gator said, yes, but I ain't doing that. That seems like maybe a bit too much work to, well, are we saying like who wanted them quoted? Okay, let's see, Denny. What do you want, bro? Is Tiff still here? We're doing Maria and a Denny today. Queen said, yes, but I ain't doing it. Vera said, do we have any chatters quotes? Weedle says, I don't think so. Oak says, we are not 143 in a stream. We're not. We're 234 in a stream. So that means we're like 45 minutes behind over that. Queen says, oh, that was a quote. Vera says, Matthew and Mark had a tragedy that was never replicated in a game outside of Resident Evil 4. Crystal says, lurk, eating brunch. Then we'll go home soon. Also, is it like your whole trip is done? I hope you've had fun, Crystal. Thank you for the lurk. Queen Katie says, Alonzo, biggest scam, please, please. Oak said, quite a while. When was the last Nazi incest heavy stream? I just feel like there might have been one. Queen said, hey, what's our newest quote? Oak says, I think quote 618 or something. Queen says, okay, cool. And then Oak says, I was right. Vera said, gosh. Oak laughing. I need a sip of water. Hang on. Queen Katie said, captions, the money was still green. No, okay, now I know I joke a lot saying like that's what I said. That is what I said. That's a saying. The money was still green. Meaning it's still spendable. It's still good. The money was still green, so I took it. I can't be the only person who's heard that saying before, right? The money was still green. Castle says, that is indeed what he said. Nubly says, dang. Vera said, money is money. Oak says, I thought it was going to be that story of you being asked to be shirtless for a job or something, but that is so much sadder. I've told that story before, too. Oak said to Queen Katie, you better include quote 253. Vera said, Hooters Mantis is real. Oak says, add quote, I'm going to put on a Hooters uniform and I'm going to be a waitress. Vera said, yes, thank you. Vera adds the quote. Queen Katie said, thank you. As it is going to be an official quote archive, I do have to add it. Castle says, Fabienne, please try my baking. I made too much and I have more recipes I want to try out. Oak says this too. Queen Katie said, Oak, the sheet I posted in the chat is editable. If you want them in sooner, you can do it. You can do that. Queen Katie says, spoiler chat, I mean. Oak says, oh. Vera said she's an angel. Castle says, I want to point out that Apis backwards is Suppa. Is that Suppa or Supa? Oak says to Vero, no, she's a British orphan. And Vera says, 10 bits Nubly. There was because Nubly did 1 bit. Said it's called refeeding syndrome. Oh, grind the royal archetypes because the final boss is really hard. It's called refeeding syndrome. I didn't know it was a word for it. But thank you so much for those 2 bits. I'm sorry. Nubly said, I don't have money. And again, thank you, Castle, for gifting that sub to, wait. Oh, it's paying forward a gift they got from Anonymous to the community. Oh, thank you. That's nice of you. Vera said, nice. Castle said, in which I am required to give Supa because Apis, who is Supa. Oak says, wow. Nubly said, I lost my debit card. Castle says, okay, well, you were so excited about it that now I feel bad doing it for the bit. Wait, what bit? What bit? Vera says, laughing. Vera says, nice voice impression. Oh, that was, okay, now I know where we're at. Where's when Maria did her impression of Mantis. Oak says, what the F, Maria? Why are you good at that? Quigita said, I was muted saying goof night to my dad. Did Maria say it funny? Maria did say it funny. Vera said, yeah, laughing. Nubly says, yes. Vera said, I'll clip it. Castle says, quote, when you walk away, you don't hear me say, please. Oh, baby, don't go. Okay, there's a clip. We'll check it out in a minute. We got to talk to a Denny here. Hello there. I apologize for bringing this up at a time like this, but I have something I thought I should tell you. Is it going to talk about how we can like cure the dread or blight or something like that? Lately, I've been searching through some old histories to review our true traditions, and I discovered something about a set of towers scattered throughout the country. Oh, so this is probably because we talked to that other Mustari. This is just advancing that side quest.
Whoa. A tower? Like that one place, right? Yeah, we're familiar.
Oh, is that so? Then that makes things simpler. According to the books I've read, when turmoil rocks the world of men, a sign wilt appear in the Towers 3. 3 trials for 3 towers upon the hero who proves thrice worthy. A forbidden power that has been sealed away in this world will be bestowed. Essentially, 3 towers will appear, each with their own trial, and then whoever conquers them will obtain some kind of great unprecedented power. I don't know. The nature of this power is unknown. However, judging by the description of worthy hero, I sense these are trials of not only sheer strength, but honor and other like qualifications. Then the trials seek to test if one is worthy of power, and overcoming it confers one with the honor. Somehow, this reminds me of royal magic. I dread to think about what would happen if Luis obtained it. I would much prefer it in your hands. But what do you think of it? Will you undertake these trials? One tower is apparently south of our island here. It is called the Spire of Blind Faith, and is known by some of the islanders. But for precise information, you'd best ask the informant. I hear there's a monster that's taken up residence there, so it might not hurt to go in with a bit more protection.
Let's take a moment to
Okay,
prepare.
another Trial of Dragons, Hero's Rest. There's supposed to be a secret power that dwells in the Spire of Blind Faith, located south of Urga Island. I'll need all the strength I can get to fight Luis, so it may be worth going there if I can spare the time.
Thank you.
As for the remaining 2 towers, Mustari living outside the island might know something about them.
Let's check.
We've got a good handle on the story. Mustari outside the island are rare, so it leaves a pretty strong impression when we do happen to meet one.
Oh, have you? I have a few methods of learning about things beyond the island's purview, so I've asked certain people to act as my eyes and ears. To be frank, not that I can be, because that's Barden, I believe these trials will be dangerous ones. The book even says countless are those who have lost their lives. But I believe if anyone can overcome them, it's you. That's why I wanted to inform you of this so urgently.
I'll see you again.
Heroes of our island, I pray for your good fortune in battle, and hope this legend turns out to be a mighty power that you can use for the good of the world. Okay. All right, are there bubbles worth popping? Then I'm gonna have a sip of water, and we're gonna go hang out with Frank and max him out. Oh, it's Basilio! What do you gotta say, Basilio?
Sam.
Huh?
To be Barden.
Yeah, to be Barden.
Boo.
Ah! That's what I should have said. Thank you very much for the 10 bits, I appreciate it. So now the adjective of being frank is now to be Barden. Let's check out this clip from Oak. If anyone's lurking, I feel like that we have lost our lurkers. I don't blame them. I have accomplished nothing in this stream today. But if you're lurking or if you don't know the deal, when someone posts a clip in the chat, we load up our clip viewer to watch it together. This will also tell me how far behind I am. 38 minutes behind. That's bad, but not as bad as it could be. So let's check out this quote. Clip from Oak is titled, "The Happiest Logan Has Ever Been."
I imagine your voice in my head saying, "Just do your best."
Even hearing it again. Impression. Just do your best. Maybe that's what his voice should have been. Instead of, "I will help you out." It'd be, "I will help you out. Just do your best." Just do it. I love it. I love it. It's so out of left field. I love it. Just do your best. Oh my gosh. That right there alone suddenly made her one of the best follower bonds in
I like
that.
it when you're here, and sometimes I'm still lonely when you're not around. But
Sorry, I'm still just chuckling. Oh, there we go. Thank you very much for the clip and for immortalizing that delightful moment. I appreciate it. Oak says to Vero, "Vero, no, I already did." And then Vero salutes and says, "Haven't clipped it, was about to." And Oak says, "Vero heart." Quickita said, "By the way, Logan, when we finish the initial quote archive, I do plan on making copies that's only editable by you and mods for future quotes so chatters can check the list but not mess it up." Oh, I like that. Thank you, Quinkata. That's so nice of you and very organized. Vero says, "Atlas, how are you so good at writing sweet little sister figures?" Oak said, "Yeah, Vero, get with the program. Stop being homochromophobic. Join us and become heterochromophobic." Quinkata said, "Maria becoming Zorba 2.0. Vero says, "Never." Oak said, "During Pride Month, broken heart." Quinkata said, "Norris heart anyway." Quinkata said, "Katie dances like a kitty because my faves are going to max soon." Castle says, "Can you imagine having a social calendar this booked?" I would not show up to hang out with most people. What has it got to be like to have that most people just want to hang out with you, though? "Yeah, you see in the sky, proper weird looking. If it's Louise who's behind it, then we've got one more reason to smack him down. But scrambling around to do it's no good. Even the easy things will just go to rot. Just got to take it slow and do what we can for now." About Venka. So I know if I'm going to give him an answer, it's got to come from me.
Thing is, I don't know how to convince him. I'm not smart with words like you, so I don't think I'll be able to say things right. Might even make it worse.
Oh crap, I need to max out another thing. Or do we have that maxed out? What is that? That's imagination? I don't know. I'll try saying you can do it, then I'll check my virtues. You can do it.
Suppose.
What is, oh crap, I gotta max out wisdom and imagination to advance Basilio and Yufa any further. Eloquence can rot. I don't give a crap about eloquence right now then. Oh boy, this is so bad. This is so bad. Hey, Mustari. What is, oh, just look at an empty torch. Mural Gazer. Yeah, there we go.
The Dragon God's priestess and the one destined to slay dragons. Perhaps your arrival on our island was fated. Even now, Lady Yufa is fighting with you against the forces that threaten this world. We must take courage and pass down the correct version of history to our descendants.
Yeah, if people had been doing that in the past, things would have been a whole heck of a lot easier in this game. What about you, other Mustari out here? Sea Gazer Man.
Oh, look at this view. Terrible to behold, isn't it? I'm working to spread the word that you're a worthy candidate. It's slow progress, but I'm doing my best to change things for the better.
All right. We're going to go max out Frank now. Barden.
So this is how it ends.
Barden comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. We should go talk. Let's see. Vero said, Vero will be away. Granny woke up extra early. Well, I hope she's doing well, Vero. Said, see you guys when I get back. See you when you get back. Thank you for the lurk, Vero. Quick said, captions, hoops to hangst, outst, whist. Well, I did mispronounce everything. Crystal with an unlurk, welcome back. Says, I feel eepy laughing. I'm sorry, Crystal, but I appreciate you being here. Crystal laughing. Queen said, come on, please give us the most epic con of all time, Alonzo. That's gotta be a con. They can't have killed him off when he still has one more hangout after that. Because what's the hangout gonna be with the other guy? It's like, hey, remember that time I killed that guy? Wasn't that great? We're bonding with the follower. It doesn't count if he's dead. Queen Gator said, Oak says, thinly veiled metaphor. Crystal with a timestamp, 2:18:05. I'm still a half hour behind. Oak said, Logan has spent a lot of time thinking about this. Queen Gator said, it better be Alonzo version of prank shows. Castle said, be careful what you wish for, Logan. It's never too late for someone's mom to die. Not spoilers, I have no idea what happens. That is a good rule of thumb. Okay, let's talk to Barden here. Is it really you? That's what is. Bit of a different air about you. Not a different air, it's a different hair about me. My hair. Check out my hair, bro. Bit of a different air about ye, but that's all just the motivation I know you're bursting with. Great stuff. So does nobody see the different hair color? Or did like everybody's memories just change after I absorbed my twin? So you see, I've another question I want to ask ye. You said before that you didn't really want to be king, didn't ye? I knew you aren't lying about it then, but have you changed your mind? You do plan to take the throne now? I do. The situation is different now.
Aye. Yes.
I understand. I won't press ye. Know that you'll have my support all the same. Though, that begs the question of what I can even do at this point. I've got to say, you show up at the most perfect time, you do. Did something happen?
The truth is,
they're about to announce the governor of Martira again, seeing as it wasn't settled before on account of the sandworm.
Do you think he's gonna win the election this time? They're gonna go, I know he was a horrible authoritarian tyrant last time, but he learned a lesson.
Put another way, I'm about to get the boot, but you've been at my side every step of the way. You deserve to be there at the end.
Yay. Okay, once this loads up, I see we have another clip in the chat.
Acting as a proxy,
Oh,
since the giant sandworms made the governorship one big open question.
All right, Oak posted another clip, so I know we just looked at a clip, but we're really running short on time for the rest of the stream. So once again, raid suggestions, please post them. Let's load this one up. From only 24 minutes ago, I'm slowly getting caught up. This one is titled, oh crap, it's titled Boss Baby.
Maybe it'll turn into a baby and just go, boss baby.
And then it just stops right there and it ends and there's no explanation. I don't even know why I said that, but thank you very much for the clip, Oak. I appreciate that. Oak says, I laughed way too hard at that. Any laughing at that is probably too hard. I don't even know what I was saying. Queequeg said, Alonzo drugged the royal prince. Oh, Oak said, grabbing a Dr. Pepper for penultimate Alonzo hangout. Castle says, honestly, calculus also held my family hostage. Integrals. I like that. I like that. I like the, you know math. Bumbo says, hello, I am playing more Deltarune. Love it so much playing chapter 4. Bumbo, you're getting close. You guys all need to let me know each time one of you finishes both chapter 3 and 4. You need to let me know, so I'll know when it's safe for me to stream Deltarune, so you guys can watch it without worrying about spoilers. Quick said, Alonso, don't die. Please say psych, Alonso. Say psych. I don't, did he like seriously really kill himself? Just to get the heat off? It's gotta be a con. It's got to be a con. Oak says, Alonso, don't die before you turn into a baby. Yeah, then after you turn to a baby, then this game can kill you, because this game loves killing babies. Queen Gator said, oh, I see now. If we did this bond rank before the final arc, this probably would have pushed our ranks up in the running. That's probably one of Alonso's plans. Yeah, so yeah, we wouldn't have needed it before because our rank would have gone down. So yes. Well, no, except it would have gone up. Yeah, because we could have done before we maxed out courage, if I wasn't as slow. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm just confused. Oak said, this is my favorite thing. Timestamp 2:30. I'm only 18 minutes behind. And a raid suggestion. I'll copy that down, even though we have technically raided him before. We do accept those. So let me get this 1 second here. Copy these all over 1 second. Oh, there we go. Quick said, this is the Sun Arcana all over again. Well, except he had the good sense to die on the last rank, didn't he? Wait, didn't he? Or, no, because yeah, when we talked to his mom, that was like, at the end of the game, we didn't have a hangout with him after he was already dead, right? Oak said, I don't believe this is that this is not Akinari. How are we even going to initiate rank 8 if he's not there? Yeah, he's got to like appear to us in the tavern, all sneaky and hidden or something like that. I hope we don't have to like wait for some story thing before he shows up. All right, what's he saying? Gastral has been acting as proxy since the giant sandworms made the governorship one big open question.
Everyone's gathered here today to learn what's what. And probably to sentence me to exile.
I mean, okay, no, just because you lose an election doesn't mean you get exiled. That's terrible. You're fine with that? What will you do if you're exiled?
What will you do if you're exiled?
Who knows, laddie? This town was everything to me. Maybe I'll just live alone for a bit in the mountains and think on it there.
There he is.
I asked you all to gather here so I could speak about Martira's governance.
He sounds much less evil than I portrayed his voice as.
While Barden was recuperating, I was glad to act as his proxy. However, henceforth...
I realize this job sucks. He can have it.
I would like Barden to resume his duties as governor.
Duties. Huh?
What's this?
This town's autonomy was initiated by your sheer pluck. At the time, I cooperated only so I could use you for my own ends. But I had a revelation in those moments as the giant sandworm approached.
I realized you're bigger and stronger than me. I don't want to upset you.
I saw that I cannot even protect myself, much less the people. When you returned here exhausted and in tatters, I regretted everything from the bottom of my heart. My actions are unpardonable.
All right, you hear that? His actions were unpardonable. Execution time. Chop off his head. Kwachow. There we go. See, it's like what happened to your friend the other day, Mantis.
Sir Gastro. But if I go back to governing,
it'll be fine. Hey, have faith in yourself, bro.
Have some faith in yourself, Barden.
Frank.
All right. If you say so.
Also, Queen Katie, you're keeping track of like what order we're maxing out people, right? So we're maxing out like multiple tonight.
I'm just not sure where to start. Except to begin with an apology.
An apology that I wasn't authoritarian enough. If you thought last time was a nightmare, it's nothing compared to this time. Your lives will be miserable.
My excessive measures frightened you all. And I implemented them because of my own insecurity. I was anxious about whether or not I could keep you safe. So I turned to surveillance and barriers. No more. We'll keep some of our armed forces, but what I really need for security is to have faith in you all. That's why I am not fit to govern.
No! Hey, it's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
That's right. It's never over.
It never
we can
ends.
Still improve this town, and we want you to see it done. Barden, listen. I followed your example and built a defensive barrier myself.
And treated everyone else in the town as if they were a scum.
I did too. And I had an idea. We could turn uninhabited houses into shelters.
We've decided we're all surprisingly okay with the surveillance police state.
Things didn't go well before, that's true. But you're not the only one at fault, Baronin. This is just as much our town as yours.
Oh, laddies and lassies.
You can tell it's our town because it has just a step ladder. A folding ladder in the middle. That's the only set piece. I gotta read some more in the chat because I'm still so far behind. Again, if you're lurking while I'm scrambling to catch up to chat, you are an MVP. I appreciate you. Queen Gator said, maybe it's like Akinari. We see his ghost, or maybe someone connected to him. I just hope if it is just that like the person, okay, if it is that, if it's just gonna be someone connected to him, I hope that person will show up and explain what happens. And then at the very end, we see like it'll pan out and we see Akinari in like a little hooded cloak and like smile and put the thing on, then walk away. So we know that he faked his death. But I don't know. I mean, the protagonist was confused, but I was confused too. And Crystal with some raid suggestions. Thank you very much, Crystal. I'll copy these down. TTS, yep.
A step ladder. Step ladder. Boo.
Nah! I thought you were gonna like do more of the don't you mean lad? Or wait, no. Which was the no. I get mixed up. Which one says which? I forget. But yes, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Are you guys familiar with the play? There's an old play called Our Town, and it was very famous because the whole concept was the only set piece was just a single fold-up ladder, and that represents like the entire town. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. Oak says, I guarantee this is a con. Alonso doesn't have people close to him. No, but he does. There was like his town that he was trying to help out. And then the people to take revenge were like, they like killed his mom and like burned either the town or part of the town to the ground. And so I think it would make sense that he's like faking his death because then it's like, then they won't go after my loved ones if they think I'm dead, right? Quigita said, captions, let's go see a Denny. Nah, not quite. Oak says, add quote, I'm very confused with everything that is happening right now with Alonso. Logan during every Alonso hangout. Queen Katie says facts. Oak says so true, Logan. Vero adds the quote. Castle says to explain, Supa is short for super chat. Oh, it's a YouTube, probably VTuber slang. Gave a sub instead because it seemed more useful. Oh, well, thank you, Castle. Okay, because I have heard people say thanks for the super chat. I didn't know Supa was short for that. I only watched like a few VTubers. The main VTuber that I watched the most retired recently. It was very sad, but she's coming back as an indie soon, so I'm excited for that. Quigata says, to be Barden. Oak says, sorry, Katie. Had to steal it. That was too good. Oh, so Katie was the one with the pun. You just TTS'd it. I gotta breathe for a second. Hang on. Oh, we're 5 minutes away from the 3 hour mark. I'm still so far behind in the chat. Queen Gator said, nah, eat okay. Oak says, Basilio, take off your clothes. Queen Gator said, I just realized I think this is our longest deadline. All the others are usually like half that, like 15 or so days, not 30. I'm hoping that means it'll give us enough time to max out everybody. Because we still have to max out like at least 2 of our skills, our royal virtues. Bumbo said, okay, gotta focus lurk. Thank you for the lurk, Bumbo. Enjoy Deltarune Chapter 4. Oak says, talk to Frank, you mean? Quigita said, I was already spoiled by Deltarune TikTok, so I'm pretty much ready for your streams. I know, but we gotta give everybody time. But thank you very much, Queen Katie. And I am looking forward to play it. I'm getting more and more excited. All right, let's keep doing this hangout. Oh, laddies and lassies. Hi.
After 2 disasters, everyone has a more mature view of things. You're free to decline. But is that really what you want to do?
That is how you mature from disasters. And again, I know we saw these 2 kids before. These 2 kids seem so surprisingly detailed in their designs to me. I don't know why. I feel like the fact that he...
Now I must apologize. If it truly is what everyone wants.
I do feel like the fact that he doesn't want leadership anymore is a point in his favor to have leadership, right?
I'll be the governor of Martira again.
And I feel like the last person in charge left a really low bar to clear. Don't feed babies to other babies. And you're gold.
This time, I won't do anything to scare the populace. We'll have faith in each other and the town's unity will be known far and wide. And for our first step, I have the perfect suggestion. Step forward, young man.
I am not going to be vice governor. Oh, you're going to endorse me, right? Hello, everyone.
The reason I stand here now is thanks to this fella.
I'm a fella.
He is the hero who saved this town. The one most worthy of the crown. I want us to support him as the future king.
I will be a tyrant as well.
And a hero together!
Hi. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. And then we gotta have like a denouement conversation with him about how he learned something.
Come to think of it,
You sit like
I never
Chie.
told you the truth behind that bit of arson.
Wait, what?
It was this little poor wee un who started it. He didn't mean to, but he touched an igniter some fool had left behind. I only know this because just the other day he came to me begging for forgiveness, all in tears.
It's been so long since we've hung out with him, I forgot about arson.
If I'd known from the start, I would have just thought it a lone accident. Instead, I acted like invaders had infiltrated us. Got my people all terrified.
Oh, that must have been why he had all the surveillance stuff, is that he was worried about terrorists. It's all in the past now. You're still a kind person.
But in truth, you're a kind person.
I'm the kind of man who rushes in without thinking. I ought to take more care and not act so rash.
It's gross. That's not a drink. That's a thing of
Let's
ketchup
focus on the
for
future
dipping.
now. This region, in fact, the whole country depends on it. Mind if I ask you just one more time? If you think I'm fit to govern?
Yes, I mind. I am so sick of it. There is no one more qualified. I'm not sure. Hey, you're next in line of succession, so you better be. I'll say there's no one more qualified.
There's no one more qualified for the job than you, Barton.
Frank.
And you truly believe that?
No.
Then I must devote myself to the work even more, so as not to disappoint the future king. Thank you greatly for everything you've done. This only happened because I had your support.
Yay.
Even when I made mistakes, you stuck by my side. I'll return the favor one day.
Can we skip ahead to the part where we shake hands in my brain? I can sense Barden's convictions as a governor and his unwavering faith in me as a comrade.
The Honorable
I'm always still so
Guardsman
surprised.
Barden, keeper and heritor of the commander's virtues.
Well, it's the next one because he was the commander. What was the one after that? He was like the general or something like that. Do we have a general? Maybe the next one's gonna be general, gonna be admiral, gonna be commander in chief, something like
Your
that.
tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within me.
Also, my apologies. We're already past the 3-hour mark. We're going a little tiny bit over tonight. Just a little bit.
By the grace of his newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Ranku!
You're the one who brought light
The warlord!
to this country.
Okay, I guess that's a positive archetype. All right, yes, he became governor and just unlocked the warlord and increased skill inheritance slots for the commander lineage to 4. Yay! Yay! It's on my left foot. Warlord archetype unlocked. You can now study the Warlord in Academia. Try seeing when new power awaits you. More skills can now be inherited by the commander lineage in Academia due to the effects of Scion's essence.
Today really is such a bonny day.
Can night go? I already leveled you up.
I'm blessed with the greatest of friends.
Oh.
The townspeople love me, despite all my flaws. And everyone is so...
Huh?
Thank you again. I'm just so happy.
What's it like? Frank and I talked as old friends for a long time. Thanks to Frank's strong faith in me, the people of Martira now fully support me. We're climbing back up. Oh, wait, no, we didn't. Not really. Let's see. Oak says, no, Akinari rank 10, he was a ghost and then disappeared into light. Come on, Logan, do your act together. How can you forget your friend turning light? No, that was how he died. He exploded. Quiggett said, yeah, Akinari exploded into light. That was the whole thing, Logan. Quiggett said, captions, I cooperated only so I could use you for my own ant butt. Castle says, I like to think that Barden's ears are always T-posing for him. That's it. They're supposed to have physics, but they're just stuck in a T-pose. Oak said to Castle, who's Barden? Don't you mean Frank? We said, yep. Remind me, did it go from Maria to Barden, or did I somehow miss Nuris somewhere in there? Just Maria to Barden. We haven't done Nuris yet. Back to the Hushed Honeybee. We're probably going to hear Nuris in our brain. Wait, we're not? Why aren't we hearing Nuris in our brain? It's evening time. Yeah, there's Nuris or Katarina. I mean, I feel, once again, Nurse is available almost every single evening, so I feel like we should prioritize him last. Brigida will level up, will max out soon. And I want to find out if her dog is actually alive or not, or okay. So we should maybe do Katarina, and then, yeah, get her up to 7 as well. And yeah, because, we're going to be maxing out a lot of people here. You have reportable quests. What do you got to say for yourself, Maria?
Ever since the color of the sky went funny, everyone's been acting kind of weird too. They all have a scary look on their face and they fight all the time, mister. If you become king, will things go back to normal?
No, it won't. I'm going to be an awful king. I have no experience in governorship. I have been imaginary and in a coma simultaneously for quite a while now. Oak said, Maria, no Frank, no Nuris, I don't think. Quigata said, awesome. Let's go ahead and save again. And then head over to where Katarina is. Quigata said, in order to have my notepad so far, the order I have in my notepad so far is Stroll, Hilkenberger, Heisme, Moore, Juna, Gallica, Maria, and now Frank. That sounds right to me, I think. Let's go to where Katarina is. I don't know if she's still over in Altabury, but let's find out.
I wonder if they could give me some advice.
Katarina comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. We should talk. Oak says, I was going to do that, but I haven't played Ace Attorney, so I don't remember the stepladder speech. I have played it. I still get it mixed up. Oh, the end of chat is inside. Oak said, that quote is half accurate. He's not our daddy. He's our big magic daddy. Crystal says, but what if we want to feed babies to other babies? Then don't feed babies to other babies. Well, I guess unless you just don't care about being governor. If you just have like another job in mind, you can do that. Oh, this is question mark?
This place.
So this is the hot spring. The water here is supposed to melt away your anxiety and nervousness. Water that melts away your anxiety? Hey, when that happens, we usually get mag. What do you say? Want to get in?
I'll think about it. We'll probably do that next time.
Not in the mood right now.
Oh, I'm always in the mood for you, Gallica. I'm always in the mood for you, baby. But we got to prioritize our time. So yes, we're going to save right here. Let's see. Oak says, add quote in Manta's voice, I'm a fella. I will be a tyrant as well. Oak said, thank you for the very ... Nazi incest stream. Made me smile. I feel like that wasn't the stream's content, doing that. Crystal said, thank you for the stream. Also, oh, there we go. 3 hours, 5 minutes, and 22 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. Yeah. So we can turn off slow mode, probably, even though it's only been 5 seconds slow mode. Yeah, like the second half of the stream, once again, I think once all the lurkers realize he's not doing anything, he's just talking to random people. I have a compulsion. I need to talk to random NPCs. So yes, by the way, if anyone is still lurking, either here or over on YouTube, let me give you the quick rundown on the channel. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this game, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. So that means tomorrow is Saturday, no stream on Saturday. We will reconvene on Sunday for Ace Attorney, and then we will be back on Tuesday, picking up where we're leaving off here with this little hang out with Katarina, and maybe we'll also pause and save Scum before that to check out and see what the hot springs is going to be like. I'm going to need some air. All right, I'm checking out the raid suggestions. Looks like the one with the fewest number of viewers is just in retro gaming playing what looks like a Star Fox game. So we're probably going to be checking that one out. Before we do that, however, there's a link tree. Actually, the link tree should still be in the YouTube chat as well, but just in case, I don't know if when you join it, if it like clears out old comments or not, I will copy that over. There is a link tree there. Crystal posted in Twitch. That link tree includes all of our social media stuff, a Discord invite link. We have a small community, but they're really awesome people. But no pressure if you're not into Discord, as well as TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all the good stuff. Feel free to check that out. Make use of it as you see fit. We'll go ahead and start to initiate that raid now, so we can start to populate it up, see if we'll be able to get enough people to have a decent raid here. And Crystal already put down the raid message, so thank you. I will copy that over to my clipboard as well. There we go. And let's see, more in the chat. Crystal says, thank you for the stream, and then adds the quote. And then, let's see, Oak says, good night, everyone. Love y'all. Quigata said, thank you for the very Alonzo stream. Quigata said, see y'all next time for the missing Moo Boy. Maybe we'll find him. Maybe we won't. Maybe he's just gone forever. But I love and appreciate you all. You guys are amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me. And thank you for those who stuck around, even after all the lurkers realized that he's not doing anything at all. I just appreciate hanging out with you guys. You guys are the best. Again, I love and appreciate you. It makes my night to get to spend time with you. You make me happy. You make me smile. You make me laugh. I mean, it would make me even more happy if I can find a girlfriend out there. But for lack of that, You guys make me really, really happy. I love and appreciate you all. You guys are amazing. You're fantastic. Have a wonderful Saturday tomorrow with whatever it is that you're up to. I'm actually going to have a busy Saturday tomorrow. And then we'll see you back on Sunday for Ace Attorney. And once again, Tuesday, we're going to pick up from right here. Choosing between a cute pink anime cat girl, or I guess she's a fox girl, or a bath with my fairy wife. It's a tough choice. But yes, so we'll see you on Sunday. We'll see you on Tuesday. Love and appreciate you all. Oak with some emotes, Chris with some emotes. Everybody, enjoy the raid. Have a good night. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. And for those watching the VOD or over on YouTube, good night as well.